Okay, so last week, well, was it last week or a month? I can't remember the last time I played this now. The last time you played, you guys had continued going throughout the mansion of the Lesser Lich, as you were taking on a quest from the Bangar Pahan, as his party, or at least the remnants of his party, were tasked with obtaining the phylactery of this Lesser Lich and bringing it to the city of Melnaroka. Since his party was ambushed, only he remained, and he requested your assistance, at which point he was going to offer you a quarter, well, a fifth of the reward, as well as half of his on top of that. You made your way through a good portion of the mansion, though along the way you were attacked by several different types of undead, and throughout your travels you also were able to investigate a temple that was dedicated to Hades. And so, either by piecing it together or just randomly figuring it out, this whole kind of mansion is dedicated to Hades along with all the other paintings. And you have been afflicted with several diseases, had your strength sapped away from you, and you made your way to the top floor where you went to the best described as a sacrificial chamber, as there was a large monster who was bled to death, and we'll call it a blood cauldron in one of the corners of the room, to which Joseph thought it'd be best to disable it, though in doing so he fell into the blood vat and took on even more dangerous diseases, as he is now covered in very infectious blood. You continued on from your travels at that point into the eastern sacrificial chamber, and inside you had found the Lesser Lich, who at which point attacked your party after announcing his name as Subutai Kulamaton, which I did send you the name of. I think someone made a note of it. Along with him, there were also two more imps who tried to attack your party, and it was quite dangerous, as whilst Osa was able to get essentially a charge at the enemy in the beginning, he was prepared for your entrance, and with a touch of his hands, Osa was knocked out of the fight as she was paralyzed up till the very end, at which point she is still paralyzed. And from a very dangerous fight where you've been using all of your resources and taking a lot of hits, you finally were able to down both the imps and the Lesser Lich itself. However, it's common knowledge that even if you kill a Lich, it will return in X amount of days, as long as his phylactery still exists. And we ended the session off just as you defeated the Lesser Lich, and it fell to the floor in a pile of bones and ash, leaving its equipment behind, as well as Osa still being very, very still on the floor. And I will also remind you, as you peered into the room, there was a guy who was chained up on the eastern part of the room to the pillars. So we shall continue just as you fell of the Lesser Lich.
Osa's still down.
Is the guy chained up? Like, is he awake?
He seems very limp on the chains themselves, as if the chains are keeping him up from the floor, and his head is kind of tilted down.
Is Alessia able to do anything to try to wake up? Or I guess she's not asleep. She just can't move.
She cannot move.
They're paralyzed.
Yep.
I speak.
I mean, there are muscles in your mouth. I wouldn't think you'd be able to speak.
All right.
I mean, her diaphragm's still working. She's still breathing unless she's suffocating.
That's because paralysis wouldn't kill you. But
yeah.
It's just going to make everything else very difficult to do.
True paralysis would. Heart would stop. Lungs would stop.
Yeah, it says they can only take purely mental actions, so I'm going to say they cannot speak.
Yeah, okay. Well, like the automatic stuff works, so like breathing and blinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check the Lich's stuff.
Alright, give me 1 moment.
Can you put the name of our cleric thing? Like, I can't see his name or health bar anymore. I forgot his name.
Yes, because it's a new map. Give me another moment. There you go, she'll be able to see all this stuff now. And I'm just going to assume that Alessia spellcrafts all this stuff. If I take 10, which she can easily do. Alright, on the corpse of the Lesser Lich, you'll find a +1 full plate, a +1 greatsword. He will not have those two last things, though. So ignore the strength tonic and the chokebowing. He'll just have the full plate and greatsword.
Does I forget what Osa's weapon is currently? That might be a better weapon for her. It's magic.
I have a magic weapon.
Oh, okay.
I have a great axe.
Okay.
We'll still take it. That's a lot of money for them 2 items.
Oh yeah.
Mine's
No.
a great axe +1.
A regular full plate is pretty
1,500. Anyway, I'll ask Bahan what the full actually looks like, or what it is.
And I'm gonna try to.
We were not told of the details of the phylactery. Only those who would have seen it would know, and if they had seen it, they probably would have been killed by the Lich. Though, once you do see it, it's gonna be easy to recognize.
I'll ask him if he's got any healing to help bring this dude back to somewhat of life.
I was gonna check if he's alive first.
I do not specialize in healing, but I could channel.
Yeah, I mean, unless you could use a bit of healing as well, so yeah.
Let's double check how many. He has 4 charges left, so he'll give a good off channel to everyone and include the other guy. So everyone will heal for 9. I think that's pretty much just going to be affecting Alessia, because you all got healed mostly before. And including the other guy, he definitely seems to have been healed from that. And Joseph, I take it your heals to look at the condition of the chained person.
Yeah, I don't know if I was muted or not, but I was trying to see if he was alive, mostly.
Well, with an 11, you know he's alive, but you don't know what kind of condition he's in. Besides bad. However, as you get Bahan to channel, you can all notice that it is healing the chained up man, at which point he will raise his head up to you, and he definitely has some life return to his cheeks. You don't know how good it is to see that bastard put down. I thank you for the timely rescue, though I am sad to say it could have been timelier. As he coughs, you can see blood splurting out of his mouth into the metal grating below. That Subutai monster had got what he wanted, and was able to kill me before you waltzed in.
Kill? Oh boy.
Yes, like I said, he got what he wanted. And he probably either wanted me to turn into one of his undead, or just to remove the evidence.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Well, if it's not too much to ask, could you get these chains off me?
Wait for it. That one.
What one?
Send
Did you
process.
press? Oh, I don't see anything yet.
God damn it.
Oh.
There it is.
That took a long ass time.
Yeah. And yeah, if anyone else wants to set motive, you can. G, you can set motive, but you won't be able to tell anyone else what you know.
Perfect.
You'll just be lying there in anguish,
I'm
like,
gonna be
I know!
suspicious in silence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna be suspicious in silence. But Remillard knows as much as you, so. Joseph, you feel like this guy has been tortured enough, and anyone would have kind of chip on their shoulder afterwards. However, both Osa and Remillard, are you trying to sense anything in particular from his tone of voice or how he's moving? Like, is there a certain emotion you're looking for? Like, is he trying to be deceitful to you, or is he potentially evil? What are you looking for?
The potential evil part, like, did he actually sound happy that we killed this dude? And then,
Oh yeah, he definitely sounds happy.
but then does he have any
Like,
evil
does
intent
he-
towards us?
I don't know if it's too vague, but if it gives like the vibe that he's trying to play us, like just trying to get on our good graces,
Yeah.
for whatever it.
Well,
wants
he
to
definitely
do.
seems like he's being nicer than he probably would be, but that could just be down to him being chained up. He
But like,
definitely,
yeah, he's
definitely
genuinely
wants to get
like
free.
genuinely like grateful that we saved him. It's like, oh, thank God, I'm saved. Or is he like it's difficult to explain. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's not feigning innocence. He does want to be free, and it definitely seems like he is trapped there against his will.
Or does he have any evil intent towards us?
Towards you currently, no. If anything, he seems very happy that you healed him.
I'll just say you mentioned that he's already killed you. Are you gonna
No.
be... What?
He hasn't already killed him.
So, actually, I'll say, what is it that he wanted from you then?
It's hard to say. He kidnapped me whilst I was on the road. Though all I know is that I was probably aiding him in his experiments.
Is he hiding anything from that? Hey, I have decent skills.
Let's have a look. Does anyone else want to also sense math?
Absolutely,
Yep.
it's hard, difficult angle.
Yeah.
I can't see his face.
One of your ears is just in the grate, so.
Exact same freaking roll for me.
All right. Both Osa and Joseph, you're not really getting any major vibes from the guy. He seems to be saying what he's saying. However, Remillard, as you're questioning him about why he is here, you definitely feel like he is holding back information from you.
I'd just say it's not time to lie to us. You need to tell us everything you know. We don't know what else is in this place. And come on, give me above 10, especially on diplomacy.
You've used all your points, so you can't add anything, can you?
Oh, I can't do anything. Like, I'm just hoping for the best right now.
I have said all I know.
Has he said all he knows?
No, you can easily tell he's holding out information, but without you torturing him, it's going to be hard to get it out of him.
One last question. Do you know where this guy's phylactery is? Or wallet is?
Do, do, do. Yes, he did mention it, and he did bring it across sometimes, affecting it with the blood. I overheard him talking with his family. Apparently it's hidden behind a secret wall. I can show you where it is, if you let me go.
I would be agreeable to that, but I think we need to wait until Osa is able to get up.
I take it you're trying to say it's motive if he
Oh, hell yeah.
actually shows you
Yeah,
where
like
it
if
is.
he
Damn
actually
right.
knows it's just kind of playing for us to let him go.
Oh,
It is-
sir, you're unsure. Again, your ear's still in the grating. It's kind of be muffled. But both, oh my god, you've both got 29. Both Remula and Joseph, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth, that he does know where it is, and he will show you.
Alright, let's see if we can
Yeah.
get Osa up off the ground and moving about before we let him free, but
I'll ask if he
I'm
knows
okay
how
with-
long this paralyze is going to last.
The Lich's paralysis is permanent.
Do you know, is there any way to get rid of it?
Well, I assume by your question you don't have a white mage with you.
Nope.
Then you'd best take her to the nearby city. You could probably hire a white mage to relieve her of her ailment. I also suppose you don't have any holy water on your person.
I look to Others behind and ask if he has any.
Like how I missed a G in removing. Basically, that's what you need to do to get rid of the paralysis. And I'll double check Bahan has any. I don't think he does.
To say he came out for this place and he had a contract for it, he'd fit perfectly
He
in
did
that
not.
group. Just like us, he's very unprepared for these type of things.
That's surprising. Adventurers not being prepared.
Oh, like, it's not like
You'd wonder why there's so many dead corpses everywhere. And not the undead type.
oh, we've got no choice but to let him go. We might as well get the flattery when we're here. I'm not actually saying, I'm just like, gonna go, start. I'm doing his chains if I can.
I take it you don't have any more questions whilst he's chained up.
Probably, but I'm stupid, so.
Well, G as a player can ask you to ask questions. If she has any herself.
So I can't really think of anything either.
Alright.
I'm
Give
sure
me
we're
a-
fine.
Give me a disable device when you try to free him from his chains.
I'll try, but I think this one's out of my range.
You finagle with the chains and make them jostle, but you don't unlock them.
After you, good sir.
Joseph? And Joe?
His kids
I'm here,
have been
sorry.
out. Oh yeah, swallow 20.
Don't know if you want it on this. So after Remulad's fumbling with the chains, you just kind of put up your hand to say, I got this, and after a few seconds you hear a satisfying click, to which the manacles will let free the Hume whose name you have not asked. It's good to be free of the chains. Will we be heading to the secret wall immediately, or do you have business beforehand?
We just want to get out of here. So we need to
Let's stuff all of the magical gear and stuff inside of
get in our loot
the
pile.
bag of holding.
Go get the phylactery first.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Also, you
I'm
can't put
asking his name.
you also can't put the full plate or the great sword in the bag of holding because they both rupture it.
Oh boy.
So what's your name, Cooper?
My name is Dane Kroos.
Does that name mean anything to any knowledge rolls?
You can roll knowledge, nobility.
Does it have to be trained?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, never mind that then.
If nobody, I'll just check if unless you have. No, he's not your daddy. I don't think Bahan has nobility. He does. Oh, damn. I guess Bahan will whisper into your ears at one point, but he'll tell you that the Crow family, well, it's more of a clan, and they hail from the northern shores. The Though besides them being a clan of relatively wealthy people, he doesn't know much else.
I'll say, what's someone from the north doing all the way down here? Wait, where are we on the map again?
Pretty much in the middle.
You're kinda in the middle. Let's have a look. See, that's wrong continent.
I think we're like 3/4 of the way up, aren't we?
Yeah, you're not exactly in the north. You're still kind of Midlands.
I'd just say you're far away from home. Why are you travelling all the way down here? Is that one a diplomacy roller out?
I know he'll tell you this. I'm just finding it because there's a load of questions to be asked. I was merely on a trip, though by my lonesome. Our clan doesn't like to stick together for too long. He's telling the truth. He seems to be holding back some information, but it's probably due to you not asking very specific things, but he doesn't seem to be leading you astray.
Well, let's get to this hidden room and get the main thing we came for. Stop this guy from doing too much. More damage to the world.
If you wish, I could carry your patriots as you protect us. I doubt I'll be used in a fight.
That ain't going to be much use anymore. We're kind of spent out, but yeah, sounds good.
I can't carry anything right now, so I can't really say anything against that.
Alright, if there's no objections, Dane will basically pull up Osa with his arms under her arms and just kind of like drag her with her heels scraping across the floor as they move.
I will stand either just next to him or just slightly behind him and keep a very close eye on him, because I believe he did say he was undead.
What? No? Why do you keep thinking he's dead or he's been killed?
I think it like broke up a little bit when you said that, because I kind of heard something like that too.
Yeah, that's what...
Or it was the phrasing that was weird or something.
Okay, I'll copy and paste what he said, at least some part of it. He said the Super monster had got what he wanted and was aiming to kill me before you waltzed in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I heard able to kill me.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what I heard too.
Blame my...
Makes a lot more sense and it's a little more reassuring.
Yeah, I thought we were talking to an undead, like a vampire or
But
something
then
like that.
again,
I was
he
like,
healed from healing, so he's not undead.
Yeah, that's,
he got healed by channel, and you can see he physically got healed. So he is not undead, because that would have hurt him if he was.
Okay, I trust this guy way more now.
Well, it wouldn't have hurted him. It would have not affected him.
Yeah, it
because
wouldn't have done anything because you can choose one
if
another.
he made his will save. Oh yeah, you're right. No,
Will save is still only half, but it has to be healing or damaging undead.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
either or. Unless
So
I think there's a feat, but yeah, okay, that's cleared up.
So, which way?
That's good.
As he kind of like points his arm from underneath Osa's, he points up to the northern part of the hallway. It is just north of the staircase.
As we're walking, I'm going to ask, like, why would he show you this?
He did not show me this.
How do you know of it then, if you've been chained up?
He carried it around when he was creating it.
No, I mean, how do you know of the secret room?
I overheard him talking to one of his family members. I said this already. Have you taken a knock to the head through your adventures in this
More than likely.
mansion? Ah, that might explain some things. And as you come to there, you can hear the gurgling of the undead as zombies see you. No, go back into that corridor! Don't move back! There you go. No initiative. No, don't go running up to them and give them the hugs. That's not how this works. Oh, now I've got to play 2 characters. It's a good thing she has hardly any MP. She's just gonna be using her staff.
I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna need initiative.
No, you can't do anything.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll say it won't be for too long. But you can still like give advice just as a player.
Sure. I mean, okay. When I was looking at it this way, if I hadn't gotten paralyzed, I would probably be dead, seeing how much damage that guy did to Fenrir. So, it probably could be worse.
Paralyzed better than dead.
At least one of them is temporary and isn't that expensive to heal. Because Fenrir we can just get back tomorrow. If I had straight up died, it would have been more expensive.
Unless she's going to move to there and prepare her staff for any zombies that approach. Or ready her staff, rather. The zombie over here is going to double check the speed. Yes, he is going to do his special charge at Remila, at which point Leslie will shoot a staff. Hopefully it's number 1. It is number 1. And that will hit. And that will burn the zombie alive as it charges Remila.
Huh, hallelujah.
Nice.
Well, burn it dead, because it's undead. It's
Pretty
burned.
dead.
At which point you'll go to Remila.
I will 5 foot step there, and then throw some cads to my right. To the 2 on the right. Thanks to the cad shack buff, the radius on this is much bigger, so I only take a -2 to the attacks.
They will be in dim light, by the way.
So what's that? 25% mischance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. So say I'll aim for the one straight forward from me first.
Alright.
Looking at how much damage needed, so
What damage type are you doing?
we'll go with slashing because I can't remember which one is needed.
Alright. So the first one will hit. And that will kill that guy.
Ooh, will the splash damage kill the other? No, the holy damage. Maybe not.
Well, it's non-elemental, so it's not holy.
Yeah,
the
I
guy
mean, on her
failed his
staff.
save. What's the damage for this splash?
8.
Yeah, is it just... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm too used to bloody your Grenadier. So he'll take the full 8. However, he's still alive. Do you want to throw the next card?
Nah, I'll throw it over this way.
Okay.
So, yeah, still got a -2 to the attack though.
Yep. That will also hit. And that will also kill. So it's just 1 in the eastern hallway left. He'll go to Vahan, who's going to move to there. And prepare his staff for when the zombie approaches. Or if it approaches. Joseph.
I'm going to move. To here. And ready an attack for if a zombie comes within range.
Alright. This zombie is going to move. And he can just move to there. At which point Bahan will shoot his staff. It's number 1. That's his night sword. It's number 2. That's his bite. It's number 3. There we go, number 3. He rolled a 14.
Same bonus.
Same bonus. That'd be 20 for 6. And that will give it Righteous Fury and become not undead.
Which way?
Do I get the XP?
Yeah, you will.
I help.
Yeah, let's
Sometimes.
not split up XP at all. Bless you. Do you remember how much
Very
trouble
hard.
that caused us in 3.5?
I. Same
break-
experience.
You're breaking up.
How about now?
Seems better.
Okay. What I was saying is, unless I'm running, and then the stream's gone black for me as well. I don't know if my internet just like died for a second. Okay, I think my internet just had a hiccup or something. But what I was saying that if I only give people different experience if it's a real hardcore game. Otherwise, it's just a lot simpler to have everyone be the same. Because you don't use experience for crafting in this, whereas you did in 3.5, so it doesn't matter. And as you get to here, Dane will point at the wall straight ahead and tell you that this is the hidden wall.
Abracadabra.
Sadly, you say Avada Kedavra and you kill one of your teammates. Let me just get to the point of the room. Alright, so as... I like your own perception. As he pointed out, you will find that it is indeed a hidden room. And you'll be able to successfully find a hidden keyhole, which you could assume would open the wall. However, since you do not have the key, you would need to picklock it with disabled device. It's locked.
Tough lock.
It's locked.
Really tough lock. Oh boy. Is that including the +2? Because that +2 is not included in those.
Is it not? Okay.
No, no, because they're separated out.
Okay. If the
so
+2 from the tools is not in there, that'll be 31, wouldn't it?
31, correct.
Okay, so yes, with that, I was assuming you had +2 in it all the time.
Oh, yeah, no, because I have the E tools and the Masterwork tools, so I separated them out at that point. I just put the pluses down below.
Okay. With 31, you will unlock it. And unlocking it, the wall will kind of like shift downwards and reveal a small room. If I can go lighting. And within the small room, you'll see several chests, piles of gold and guild coins, as well as miscellaneous containers. The room absorbs the air from outside as if it was airtight inside.
I'll ask if he knows if any of that's cursed or going to hurt us if we touch it.
Can't
Sad.
Alessia do detect magic?
She can, but it won't necessarily say something is diseased, unless it's a magical disease.
Search for traps.
What? There's no traps in there. However, Dane will tell you that he was not told or seen anything within there, so he would not know. Alessia... Alessia will be able to sense a powerful source of magic from within inside a lockbox on the northeastern side of the room. And it's only the assumption it will be the phylactery, but anything else in the room either has a very faint aura or nothing at all. And as far as you can tell, nothing else is dangerous in there magical wise.
Okay, I'm going to do a check for traps. Is it possible to take a 10, or do I need to actually roll this for the room itself, the whole room? Not anything individual or
when you search for traps, you either search singular objects on a 10-foot radius around. So you'd have to roll for each chest and for each 10-foot. So from where you are, you'd check up to here.
Okay, I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward and then check around me. I forgot. I didn't get the answer. I should have got the answer first. So, is it possible to take a 10 on a perception check for checking for traps or no?
I'm pretty sure that's a no. There's like two things you can't take 10s on. And I'm pretty sure one of them is the perception for.
Okay, that's a 21 for within 10 feet of me.
Yep, as you scour the first 10 foot of the room, you don't see any obvious traps.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go here and do it again. Ooh, that's a 15 for traps.
You find 0 traps.
Okay. And that goes... There's 10. I'm gonna check the room itself before I check any of the boxes or anything like that.
Alright.
The rest of the room.
Ouch.
You find 0 traps.
Okay. And now individual boxes. How many individual boxes are there 4 here? Like is on
There
the
are
picture?
4, yes.
Okay. I am just going to roll 4 times, I think. I want to try, how do I do that?
You can do the square brackets to make it quicker.
Right. My perception is 11 plus 3 is plus 14.
That, but yeah, you also have plus for the trap finding, so that would be technically.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so square brackets. 1d30, 1d20. There we go.
A D30, I'd like to see that kind of dice. Probably one exists.
They exist, actually.
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
And then let's put a space at the end of that just in case. Control C. There you go. From left to right.
Yep. Let me just double check. Alright, as you check those 4 containers, you find 0 traps on any of them.
Excellent. I will check to see if they're locked.
Which one had the strong aura on it?
That one.
Okay.
The only one that is locked is the one in the northeast.
Which is the one that has the strong aura on it?
Yes.
Okay.
What's
I
in
will-
the other boxes?
Yeah, let's check the other 3 boxes first.
Alright, you find a good amount of gold coins. However, you would need to use appraisal to find their worth. And I'll copy paste. Alright, so from the Palace of Gold, the Palace of Gil, and the chests that are unlocked, you'll find gold coins, and to your best appraisal, you can surmise they're probably worth 500 Gil, and in total they weigh 2 pounds. There is 400 Gil. There are 2 squid inks, 2 dream powders, 1 deadly waste, and 1 cure potion. If you need me to copy and paste one of those 2, just let me know.
See, what was that again? That last part?
It's in the chat, but if you need to know what any of those items do, just ask.
Don't we have a handout for that yet? I think
Handout for what?
there was. For what each of those things do.
Well, there's no handout, but there is the
Oh.
alchemical items page, but I can just copy and paste it into the chat if you need it.
Okay.
I always have it open.
Oh, okay. No, I don't-
Those deadly waste.
What is deadly waste? That inflicts poison.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let's check this last one.
Just so I know who is having what.
I can't carry anything else right now.
Well, apparently you're carrying everything in pots and pans.
I can take
Point of
carry
order, I
the
can't
gold coins.
carry my own gear right now. I need to
Two
put
people
on...
speaking at once,
Yes.
and I have no idea what they're saying.
Go ahead.
I can carry all of it, because all the alchemical items barely weigh anything anyway. The gil just goes into the bag of holding, and the gold coins will weigh 2 pounds, so I can just carry them as well.
Okay.
Baba?
Also plenty of
I
space
believe
in those back of holding.
I should be encumbered, but I'm not seeing it on my page anywhere.
It would be a condition on the top. It would
Yeah.
say encumbered.
I've got strength penalized and con penalized, but I don't have encumbered anywhere, and I don't see a box that I can just click for that. So let me...
It should happen automatically when you
Yeah, I'll
Go
double check
over.
for you. Yeah, I don't see it there. Let's have a look at your equipment. You're currently at 22 of 26.
Oh. Okay, maybe not then.
That sounds about right. Because my
your
lightweight is
strength
22.
Your strength is currently 3. I don't know if that's the carry capacity of something with 3 strength. Double check.
Wait, no, my strength is currently 8, so it's -3 modifier.
Yes, but you have a base of 8 and you have 5 damage.
No. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's why you
Huh.
have -3.
Is
So you
that
have
not-
3 strength, which would mean your light load is 10. So it doesn't look like the carry capacity is adjusting that.
Yeah.
So let's put -5 in the misc. Okay, now it should be there. I don't know why it's not auto-adding. So yeah, now you have the encumbered. Just remember when you get the damage healed, change the lift modifiers as well.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna check.
So is all of that just going to the bag of holding, even the alchemical items?
Can do.
So if you want to unlock the box with the aura, give me your disabled device.
That ain't gonna do it. That's a 18.
Yeah, that does not do it. Yeah, I know you don't have the +2. I'll do that myself now. And that will unlock it. Would you like
There
to
we
open it?
Yeah.
Okay, as you... oh, sorry. As you open it, inside is a small tear made of glass. Inside is a fluorescent drop of blood. The tear is attached to a chain, making it some sort of necklace. And on inspection, you're pretty sure this is the phylactery of the Lich.
Found it.
Is it dangerous to carry this?
I mean, he's gonna show up within like 10 feet of it or something like that whenever his time's up. So let's
They pretty much
best is to just smash it.
they reform next to the phylactery, but you should not smash it because Bahar needs to take it back to the city.
Oh boy.
But he will tell you it takes days, not hours, so you still have a good amount of time to get to the city before it does start to reform. And even if it does reform, you can destroy the body as it's forming so that it resets the timer.
Okay, I think we should hand this over to Baharn, which I will walk up and do.
Ah, yes. This is the phylactery, no doubt about it. Are we done with this place and can we leave? Or do you wish to explore the chambers?
Did we pick up all of this, or is that
Yeah.
5? Yeah.
That stuff is a part of the map because it's
Yeah.
one whole image.
Right. we've pretty much cleared this place out, haven't we?
No, you have not explored this northern hall and all these other rooms.
I say we've got what we come for. Let's get out of here before anybody else goes down.
What? But G just wants to sit there and watch you do everything.
Yeah, sure she does.
By all means, explore the mansion. And the barbarian is down.
Let's go.
Can't save the rogues, but
Alright, so you all leave. Let me just double check. You didn't leave anything on the way. You should be free to totally leave. Do you want to do anything in the mansion before leaving at all?
pick up the stuff we piled up.
Yeah. Why did you go say that?
Because you asked.
Okay.
I've been playing with you long enough to know you were aiming for that.
Nah.
Someone tells me we're going to move very slowly with all this stuff.
Most likely.
Do we have a chocobo?
A chocobo only carries so much, and the group loot has a lot of weapons and armor in it. So yeah, you take up all the extra stuff. You put the gold coins in the group loot, so that's fine. And you make your way outside of the mansion. I don't know if you've seen the new updated map of even smaller boxes. I think you did. I think I changed this for the last time you moved. All right. I'm just gonna double check how heavy that stuff is gonna be, because it probably is.
If needed,
Extremely.
we can leave a lot of the armor, like the studded leather armor.
Yeah, we can just leave the studded leather armor and some of the weapons here and just leave them behind.
Well, the armor itself is £460.
Fucking hell.
Picks and mounts. Oh, you do have. No, Blasto was an old. Because you have Blasto. Yeah, you have two chocobos because you needed two to traverse quickly.
Yeah.
So you do have two of them to carry things. Let's have a look, see their carry weight. Without slowing down, they can carry 300 each. Though I don't know how much they're carrying currently.
I don't. Linne wasn't carrying anything.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
pretty
think
sure.
the only thing they've been
I was
carrying
stuffing
is
everything. Yeah, I was stuffing everything. I think in my.
Yeah, and just Blasto has 40 weight of feed on him. So you have. I'll say you have 600 weight to work with. I'm not going to worry about that kind of stuff. So I think you should be able to carry most of this, though.
We'll carry everything and then just leave studded leather armor behind until, like, take as much as we can, but leave the rest. Well, wait. Yeah, scimitars are really light, are they? Compared to that.
Yeah, scimitars, because they're just a sword. So we'll see, scimitar. Scimitar is £4 each. You have 16. And then you have great swords, which is only 8. Which is the same weight, though the great swords probably have more worth to them. Depends how it works out. So
pound for pound, the armor's a lot, but isn't as worth as the weapons are. So that's what we'd leave behind if we need to.
So with that, you could carry the rest of the paintings, everything there. So say you'd only be overweight for the full plate and the weapon of the Lich.
Just drop a load of studded leather armor.
I'll say the studded leather can go in the bag of holding. You can like fold it up. I'll say just how heavy do you have your bag of holding right now? What's the space in it left?
I have plenty of space left. It's 250 pounds max, and I only have like 68.
Okay, I'll say
almost 200.
Yeah, I'll say with the bag holding, you can just carry everything. So yeah, you'll be fine for weight capacity there. So you can take everything with you. It's just going to be on the chocobos, and I won't really ask you to put on the chocobos right now. You can just set it immediately. So, packing up all your gear, folding up the sort of leather and putting it into the magical compartment of the bag of holding. Are you heading straight to Melnoroka, or are you resting here? It's still... You've only spent, I'd say, like an hour, maybe a bit over an hour at this place, so you can still make it to Melnoroka by nightfall.
Only an hour. It felt like months.
Right.
Yeah, like 2 months, maybe.
Like, how weird is that? Time is relative.
Yeah, let's just go.
Alright, so you all decide to go. Let me just double check if Bahan actually has mount as well. I think I gave him mount.
Is the dude coming with us? Dane
He's-
Crocs.
Dane Crocs will not come with you. He will thank you for your help, and he will tell you he's going back up north to his clan. So it's up to you if you want to kill him right now or say your goodbyes. Well, you can't, but everyone else can.
Up north, where specifically?
I'll say up northwest specific.
Yeah, but
But
ask
nice.
him where specifically.
Yeah. But nicer with a
Yeah.
bit of diplomacy behind it.
Let me go back to his discussion. Specifically, I'll be returning to my clan hall, though I don't think it'd be best for you to know its location.
Why is that?
Well, after me being abducted and everything, the clan's probably a bit antsy right now. And I'll also be recovering from my ordeal.
Well, I wish you luck. Try not to get captured again on your way there. Do you want any weapon? Do you want a weapon or something? We got plenty of scimitars and armor for you.
Maybe some healing?
Great sword.
Brink, I would take a set of armor and a scimitar off your hands.
I'd give him a scimitar and a set of leather armor.
Yep, he'll spend the time equipping it to himself, and if you do offer him healing, Bahan will give him another channel. I'll roll it just in case anyone needs healing, but I think it's just Alessia that does.
Yeah.
Channel. I was going to give another one because Alessia is low on health. Oh my god. So Alessia will heal for 7. Let me just change it on her sheets. Alright, she's up to 30 or 33, so I won't waste another one on her. And after giving him his equipment and healing him, everybody can get a hero point for being very nice for the captured man.
Yay! I have 1 now.
Alessia's up to 2.
I can waste it by re-rolling something and
Back
gain a 1.
hole.
Miraculously, I have 3.
Alright, so Dane will be on his way as you all feel all very heroic for your deeds this day. And like you were saying earlier, you're all just going to head straight to Melnoroka?
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, yes, please.
Alright, so as you head to Melnoroka, Dane apparently turns into a dragon and eats. Okay. As you head for the mountain, it takes another 8 hours of travel via Chocobo, and you finally reach the city of Melnoroka. And so, after almost 2 weeks of Chocobo travel, you finally reach the large city of Melnoroka. The large stone walls give off a sturdy and dominating presence amongst the plains. Approaching from the southern side, your group are greeted with large metallic gates guarded by 4 separate guards, 2 on each side, who greet people both going in and out of the city, often checking papers or goods. And as your party is approaching, it is nearing 5 p.m., so there's definitely a distinct lack of rush of the civilians. And from your approach from the south, you will notice that Melnoroka is on a slight slope, with the southern end being the lowest and the northern part getting slightly higher in altitude. Whilst there is not a formal queue, plenty of people are in line to get searched to enter the city, which you can assume that you will also have to be searched before you are allowed to enter. So it's up to you if you want to join the queue or just rush through.
Just join the queue. Pretty sure we have a letter, don't we, from the guy who sent us here? Been too long to remember names.
You mean Lieutenant Colonel Wedge?
Yeah, Wedge.
That one.
No, you have no letter. The only thing you have is a sigil, basically a sigil stamp to put onto any contract you form with the trolls.
Alright, that's something. I can show them that.
No, you cannot.
We can split up that 400 gil and take 100 each.
That we
You
can do.
putting it into the bag of holding? I thought
Say
you were
what?
keeping all.
Yeah, that's where
all
the money. Yeah, that's where the money's going. But he's on about like, so each people know how much they've got themselves.
Well, unless she
Yeah.
has no money on her sheets, I don't know if Jack's been doing that. Like he has no money noted anywhere. He might have just assumed you're splitting it when you get to a city. I mean, I can note he has 100 now, but I don't know. Alright, what were you saying? Are you queuing, or...?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Bahan is still dragging... Well, Bahan is now... Well, you're not even dragging, because you can just put Osa on the chocobo, like on her stomach or something, or in a more comfortable position. So,
Can Osa blink?
yeah, she can blink and breathe and still has bodily functions that keep her alive. She just can't move.
Okay.
Can I
Ow.
eat?
You can't eat, no.
So
But
let's
but,
not.
but somebody
let's
could
not
like pour soup into you.
Sure.
So after you join the queue, you will be waiting for around 10 minutes, at which point plenty of people will start to stare at Osa, looking either concerned or curious. Though since your party is well armored, they're not exactly putting any questions towards you.
But like, also I can still kind of look around.
Well, you can't move
Right.
your head, you can move your eyes.
But
yes.
yeah, like moving her eyes just to look around. So whenever she like catches someone staring, she just stares back until they turn away.
I
Like
was
the
gonna
entire
do the
time they're
same
queuing.
thing, but I was gonna add a little bit of intimidate behind it, so that nobody asks any questions for sure.
No,
Those-
your
those are just awkward
gear
staring.
does that enough.
Okay.
And as your wait comes to a close, you're able to approach one of the guards, who is a female Gria in shiny yellow half plate, and she greets you with a toothy smile. That should be your space there. Welcome to the city of Melnoroka. Your faces aren't familiar, so I'll have to do an interview and a search if you don't mind.
That's fine with us. As she's doing... Well, is she going to search first or interview first?
She's basically do it at the same time. She's gonna pat you down while starting new questions.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, So, she begins patting you guys down, making notes of what gear and weapons you have on you. Do you want to ask her any questions as she's doing so?
Yeah, where's the nearest place we can find a white mage?
As you ask for directions, she will give you note to a few temples as well as several shops you can visit, as well as others that aren't exactly what you asked for. But you're pretty sure you can get to a place relatively quickly to cure Osa.
Perfect.
And she will ask you, as a group, if you have any form of drugs on you.
Nope.
No drugs, but you might want to tell her about the plague.
Nope.
About the what,
Okay.
sorry?
The plague. We're all sick.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
Nope.
I will. I'll just say that's one of the reasons we need a white mage. Simple.
As you tell the guard you have the
Just
bubonic
leave it at
plague,
we're sick.
as she is already touching you, she definitely turns a shade of green that her race shouldn't. I kind of wish you said that beforehand. I'm glad I'm wearing gloves.
Sorry,
She then kind of moves off to the side and waves over a guard, but kind of like puts out her hand to make him stop before approaching. And she definitely asks for some assistance. And she kind of like puts a finger up to you as if to say 1 moment. I take it you're waiting here.
Yeah, I'm doing as I'm told.
Okay, so after about 2 minutes or so, another guard will come out, though they're dressed in a lot more plague doctorish kind of gear with a gas mask and much thicker gloves. And as they approach you, they say, "It would have been a bit easier if you said this beforehand. That person's now going to have the day off, as well as taking a trip down to the clinic."
Sorry, Kupo. Our friend here is kind of paralysed, and that was our first point of call.
You definitely had the worst of it, haven't you?
Yeah. We helped our cleric friend over here take out a lich and some people of Hades. Wasn't fun.
It's been a rough day.
The man continues to pat you down as you regale him with your adventures. Yes. Liches and Hades, that's definitely going to lead to something like this. Well, the guard before said you didn't have any drugs on you. I will ask if you do have any scrying or teleportation items that you disable them within the city.
No, we don't have any of them, do we?
We're not that rich.
No. I'm pretty sure none of you have any of that type of item.
No.
Ask why they need to be disabled.
Why do they need to be
Cough.
disabled?
Oh, please, don't cover your mouth when you cough.
Why do they need to be disabled? Kupo.
Is there like a jet? I just hear a whistle getting louder and louder.
Washing machine.
Okay, that'll be it.
Yeah, they sound like they're gonna explode any moment. Some of them do.
Okay, and as you ask, he will tell you that this city doesn't have a sky station or teleportation hall, and users of both types of transport are strictly for basically high security personnel. And since Melnaroka is more of a military designed location, they don't want people to be spying or teleporting in and out of the city.
Huh.
And he will also ask that if you do have any explosive materials, that they are disassembled whilst you're within the city. I'm pretty sure no one here is any type of that kind of person. Alright, and after patting you down and asking you those questions, making sure you don't have any of the illegal goods, he will not exactly pat down his hands, but make sure they're not around anyone, and allow you entrance into the city unless you had any other questions for him.
No, so did he get rid of the plague then, or?
No, he's not got rid of it. He was clothed in such a way so that he doesn't get affected. He will tell you not to touch anyone and that you should go to a clinic to get yourself seen to, though.
Yeah, well, assuming, is there any white mage who can do this then? Like, nearest one?
Yeah, a white mage would be able to affect what's happened to you.
Do you want to send a guard with us to let them know how serious this situation is so that we can get seen right away so this doesn't spread any further than us?
Well, you already have Bahan with you. That'll be enough. Unless you're really pushing for him to add someone else. With 15, he's not going to.
No, I'm now curious. Was it him that said that we have Baharn with us?
Yeah, the guard said you have Bahan with you, so you should be fine.
Oh, you recognize him?
Well, yes, he's a cleric of Bahamut. He's also picking up some quests around here.
Interesting. Okay, let's go.
Alright, so... Okay, so after they have finished, you're allowed entrance into the city, though Bahan will kind of lead your group towards the closest white mage. This would be the time where he would leave you, but he kind of needs to get you all fixed. So, from the entrance to the city, most people will kind of move around you as you're clearly very sickly, and Bahan will lead you to a local shop. Well, not really a shop, it's more like a wellness center. As inside there are plenty of white mages, priests, and clerics who are dealing to both injured and infected. At which point Bahan will ask for one of the nurses to look over all of your conditions, and they will ask you to just kind of sit down at one of the beds until somebody can come to see you. And I'll assume you kind of flop Osa onto one of the beds as well, since she can't move.
They just leave her outside on the chocobo.
Well, you need to go in here to get unparalyzed as well. So if they just leave you out there, you're
But
just
they
kind of
talked about the plague, so now they forgot about Osa, so they just go in and like, did we forget something? I'm sure it's fine.
Not that bad. Well,
No, you're not.
I am, but still.
So after sitting down for about 5 minutes, one of the white mages will come across to you, and they'll start working on you and tell you about the price for all of their work. To heal Osa and for all of your medical needs, it will come to about 200 gil in total.
Yeah, I'll just pay it.
Alright, you give her 200 gil. Osa, you're no longer paralyzed.
Ah, that was so frustrating.
Welcome back, Kupo.
Can we not fight leeches anymore? That was awful.
Okay, and you can all make me a new save just to check the DC. Annoyingly, it's not in this list. Bubonic Plague. It is Fortitude. Okay, so everyone can now roll me a Fortitude, and you get a +4 to this save.
Do I roll it too? Just carrier.
Yeah.
Just carrier.
You can stop being a carrier.
Yeah, okay.
That does not include the 4, but still not great.
Woo.
Alessius does not include the 4.
That is including the 4.
Alright, so everyone besides Joseph is now cured of the bubonic plague.
Yay.
I'm assuming he knows he's still not fully cured.
Yeah, the doctor would tell him. I swear I had a handout for your disease.
You did. I can remember you showing it.
Is it in the law? Yes, in the law. Here we go. So I could just take that out of everyone besides Joseph. And don't really care about Osa in that list because she just carries things, but she's no longer a carrier. So Joseph, you'll keep that disease on you, though she has made it so that you're not going to be contracting anyone too easily.
That's good. I will take to wearing that one mask that we found down in the mines, the mana mines. I'll just start wearing that around as well.
We gave them to the goblins, didn't we?
No, you have one that was medium sized. You repaired theirs.
Yeah. We had the medium one, and then theirs were ragtag fixed up and put together.
And this will be another 10 minutes of time passing by. It'll be 25. And with that, Bahan will thank you for all of your assistance, and he will be going off to the person who contracted him for this work. He will also give you the location of an inn you can go sleep at which he will find you in the morning to give you your part of the reward.
That sounds nice. Sleep good.
He seems to be telling the truth.
And I'll see you then.
Also, I should probably go back. Possible. Did the clerics here or whatever they are have any suggestion for when I should come back and try to get some more help?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Also, do they have anything for getting rid of my ability damage?
Yes,
sooner?
but how much are you wanting to spend?
I've got some gil saved up that I could. Oh boy, let's see.
Let me double check if they can do both of those here. Yep, they can do both of those here. So it's up to you which one you want to spend your money on.
I can pitch in if you want.
I
You
can
had a
take
lot of
care
damage.
well, really, I've only got 2 ability scores hurt, and it looks like one casting of Restora will cure one of those completely, which I would probably use on my strength because my constitution will heal in 2 days. Yeah, I'll take one of those. I'll
All
pay
of
for
your ability damage is temporary, so Restore would get rid of all of them.
Oh, perfect.
It's
Okay,
only
yeah.
if it's drained, it's 1 per 1.
Absolutely, I will do that then. I will gladly spend 280 gil to get rid of 7 points of ability damage. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah. Like 2 for 1 deal today. Is anybody else getting their scores healed up?
No, I can get mine through rest.
Mine was only, well, mine's -3, so yeah, I might as well. It's only on con.
Yeah, it's not as if that's what's keeping you alive.
How much
Just
is it again?
hit points.
280. Yeah. 280 is it for that?
Yeah, 280. Alright, is there anything else you wanted to do?
point is the nearest place to sell all this stuff.
Yeah, not at the clinic, but we might want to get rid of the loot.
Shops will all be closed at this time.
Alright.
Yeah. Guess we had start heading to the inn.
I'll just ask about any fine art collectors in town when we're here.
Well, the white mages, clerics, and priests don't know too many people that would do that. You'd be best asking elsewhere.
Okay.
I want to mention... Are you mentioning Hades or just fine art in general?
Fine art. I would not say
Okay.
Hades in a place like this.
It might be best.
Probably a good idea.
So, you were heading off to the tavern / inn?
Yes.
Melosa's probably just gonna, before she goes to sleep, just wander around for like an hour or two before she retires. She's been stiff for like a long time.
Doing some lunges.
Yeah, that was not a comfortable travel back to Monorogo.
Alright, so after following the advice of both the guard and Bahan, you will come across the Ra Tavern and Inn. This sizable stonework building has 2 large green-tinted windows that peer into a busy environment of Humes, Aura, Gria, Rogadine, and Vargs, who are drinking, eating, and conversing. I'll assume you will enter.
Yeah. Yep.
Entering into the inn, the party will be greeted by a large cheerio as tankards are raised and clunked together, the crowd returning to their own discussions quickly. At the far end of the inn is the bar counter with 3 people sat atop stools, one of which is a male Mithra who has some gadgets and gear strewn across the counter. The bar counter is currently manned by a female Aura of the Rain clan, whose white skin and scales shine bright in contrast to the grey and dark tones of the tavern itself.
What race is she again?
She is an Aura.
What's their Auran, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And I'll speak in Auran and say hello. Would like to rent some rooms and have a few drinks and all that.
Can't get rid of your equipment now. Go to the equipment and then change the minus I put into the thing. Into the whatchamacallit. I can't remember what it was. So as you approach and ask her for a room, she'll let you know that each room costs 5 gil, and that will include stabling for chocobos and possible vehicles that you may have.
I'll hand over 20 gil for the group.
Alright. You got any questions for the barkeep?
Not right now, I'll ask her all in the morning. Just gonna find out what shops are and all that sort of stuff. You said the guy at the bar with all the gear out was Mithrin, right?
Yes.
Is all the gear like really fancy stuff?
It depends what you count as fancy, since it's gadgets, so it's like mechanical and electronic works.
Well, in Mithrin, I'll say, what you doing here, Cooper? Like friendly as a
Like
question.
sing all those languages.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gosh, so many. It's only gonna keep getting bigger every level.
There's a picture of the guy. You should be able to see that.
Yeah.
So as you start to talk of this guy, he will return to you in Mithrin as well. You look new. And from your gear, I'd say you're a lot of adventurers, am I right?
That's right, Cooper. We've come from the file.
Ah, Nefel. Quite a trip, though. It's about a 2-week ride.
It was interesting, to say the least. A lot of disillusioned old imps on the way.
Well, you're definitely not charred from your encounter with imps.
Nah, it's the lich which is the biggest problem.
For some reason this... Yeah, he should have a sheep. For some reason he doesn't have a sheep here. I'm not too sure why. Okay. As you are speaking with him, you will notice that before you approached him and started talking to him, you could have mistaken him for homeless, as he is covered in both oil and sweat. Though he definitely has some sort of refinement to him, possibly due to him drinking wine.
See you working hard there, Cooper.
You could say working hard. Currently on the lookout for a new team.
Team for what, Cooper?
I just need some people to do some excavating for me. Job pays well if you're interested. I could tell just from your gear and what you're talking about that you're adventurous.
Don't think we'll be that good at digging, but if you got people to dig, we can keep an eye on them, Cooper.
No, not that type of excavating.
What you got in mind?
I'm currently on the lookout for a fire core. It's currently housed within a local abandoned mine, and sadly it's been overtaken by elementals. They seem to like taking ownership of old mines. If you're willing to get me this fire core, I'll be more than welcome to pay you 8,000 gil for delivery.
Damn. What type of elementals are we talking about here, Cooper? Or is it a mixed breed?
From what I can gather, it's a mix of both earth and fire elementals. Of varying sizes, too.
It's good to know what type we're going to be up against to take the job. Will you be around in the morning, Cooper?
Oh yes, I'll definitely be staying in the city for some time. If you could just return it to the tavern, I'll pay you.
Nice. I'll speak to the group, see if they want to, because I don't really think they can understand us right now. I'm not sure.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's nice.
I could just speak in common.
I like flexing, Cooper. Well, I'll speak to them and let you know, Cooper.
Very well. Like I say, I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll just jump off the bar stool, float it down, because I'm assuming it's quite high up for me.
For you, yeah. It's essentially those bar stools that go up straight up to the
Yeah.
ground, so...
So yeah, I'll tell the group that there's rooms for everybody upstairs. Well, I'm assuming it's upstairs.
Yeah.
And we have business to discuss.
What kind of business? It's late.
It can wait till the morning.
Do it. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night.
It's almost as if you spent 2 months in a mansion. So I'll take everybody goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Everybody except for Rosa.
For a
She
quick
goes
jog
to bed
around the
now.
town, and then she goes to bed as well. She needs to stretch. Okay, it was very uncomfortable.
See how the weather is today. I have rain when you were in a city. Why?
Yay! I'm gonna buy an umbrella as soon as I can for when I'm around here.
It's gonna end
It's
by
only
the time
for an
you finish
hour.
your breakfast.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can just stay in the little ends. And...
I'm gonna look out the window and thank God that didn't happen whilst I was getting attacked. Because Moogle don't like the rain.
No, I just want Remy in the battlefield was like holding an umbrella while tossing his cards.
I can.
Has nothing to do with the fact that your fur has died.
Yeah, you don't know. Shh. Speaking of which, I'm gonna dye my fur again.
Alright, if anyone is hurt, you'll heal your hit die. If you have MP, you get your level plus casting mod. So I'll also
Hey,
heal
Remy,
less, yeah?
your roots are showing.
Shh.
Oh, damn, it's got a lot of 6, 7, 13, 15. She doesn't recover fully. You won't need to take out rations because you get food of the room.
What didn't recover fully?
Unless she's MP.
Oh boy.
Because she just does a lot. And Joseph, you can make me another fortitude save for your bubonic plague.
Working on it. Yes, finally.
Okay. The bubonic plague does not progress, but you still have it. Okay, so after resting up after a long 2 weeks of travel of both fighting and questing in between, you definitely all feel some aches across your bodies from the long journey. However, the work never stops as you have a new quest as well as some leads and stuff to do in town, along with some possible shopping to prepare for the next quests. You can ask the barkeep any more questions or rumors if you would like. And since this place is a militaristic settlement, you could go talk to whoever's the leader and get some more information on the trolls.
That sounds like a good idea. I should probably be the one, or at least me and Remy should definitely be the ones to go and sell things.
Especially the paintings. I can finally use my +2 to buying and selling paintings.
Yep.
Would the gold coins and stuff like that work as well? Things without a set value?
Yeah, anything that's treasure, so arts, find stuff, so gold coins do count.
Yeah,
So,
I
wait.
can add 2 to my rolls.
Oh, okay. So do you want to sell the art stuff and I'll take care of the gear and
Well, yeah, because the
split
gear
up
and all that has a set price.
right, and I get the plus 5% on top of that.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you guys are setting up downstairs and deciding what you're doing for the day, Bahan shall approach you and thank you again for the help in his quests. He will let you know he did hand off the phylactery to the clients, to which they were happy about the quick completion, though they were very, not exactly sad, but they were empathetic to the situation. And Bahan will give you guys your share of the reward, which is 1,125 gil each. Which I will add to Alicia, just so she knows. And if anyone has any questions for Bahan, now's the time to ask. If not, he shall be... I'm sorry, but he doesn't understand Barbar.
Sorry.
I don't have that language yet, so I can't translate.
Right, so Bahan will thank you once again, and he will be on his way.
See you later, pal.
And since this is a new city, you can all roll knowledge local if you have it trained. So not everyone can roll it actually. So if you have knowledge local trained, you can roll it to learn some places of interest or just some general knowledge about Monoroka.
I'll see everybody else's result before I reroll. Never mind, I'm good.
Okay, I scroll down. Joseph, you'll know, as well as being told from before, several shops you can go to. You will also know that Melnaroka is led by a city master, which is basically a figurehead instilled by the capital of Nefel, who basically is given orders by the leaders of Nefel, but he would run this city if he's not been given any orders besides which. You'll also know where their building is located. And the city master would be the most likely person to talk to about the troll threat and any help you could obtain.
That sounds like a good place to head to after we're done selling and haggling and stuff like that.
I will let the group know before we leave the inn that the guy has offered us a job, paid 8,000.
We already have a
maybe
job,
after-
so
Yeah, maybe after we're done with what we're doing, as long as we can.
How long have we still got left on this situation?
You would have a long time. I need to go
Oh
back to
yeah,
the-
14 out of 42. I see it.
Yeah, 14 out of 42.
Well,
so
I'll get the information off the guy and see where it is, where the cave is and stuff. Because the money would help buy his items to help with the orcs.
Trolls.
That one.
yeah.
So you're currently day 14 of 42. However, you will need at least 12 to return. So that would be 26 out of 42. So you have 16 days to sort out the trolls. The trolls are very close by, so you have a good 2 weeks to sort out the issues.
Alright, so
And
I'll find out the...
it would be advisable to do the side missions,
Yeah.
because trolls are strong.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
And we might level up from the side mission, so...
how would it be the same
Yeah.
12 days if we wanted to like send a letter or something?
I have a
Yeah.
feeling that if we go and see the guy, the city master or whatever it was, that he has ways of contacting them nearly instantly, seeing as how they have telephone type communications systems, especially for the military.
Yeah, you will, however, need to take the contracts directly. So you
Right, but-
can inform them about what's happened, but you still need to return. But you could, if you are able to contact them that way, you won't need the 12 days to return.
Right, we can inform them of our progress and inform them that we have completed the mission, but then take our time to get back, and we'll get our reward when we return.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like the extra money from the side missions to buy items to make me talk back.
Yeah.
Gotta
That's-
diplomatize the trolls.
Exactly.
Alright, so I'll assume you guys are going off to do your selling. I'll do the treasure first, just because that's what's diplomacy.
Yeah, and mine's pretty much just number crunching.
Well, first we'll have to find somebody who would like to buy this painting. I'm assuming that's going to take a bit of time.
Yes, you're going to give me diplomacy, and it's going to take you 1d4 hours.
So
That's just finding someone.
I'll keep that roll. Is that just to find somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then d4 is 4 hours. How long it's going to take you?
Average on both rolls. I'll take that.
Alright, so I take it you're going to be wanting to sell the two Hades paintings together.
Yeah. Well, whichever would get me the better price. So I'm assuming together. It's
Yeah,
the-
you'd be
it's the same person. So.
basically sell them as a pair. You normally get more money that way if you sell a collection thing from the same artist. Alright, so way for you to do this is you've already done your appraisal. So write down on the chat, or at least copy and paste the two things you're selling. Alright, let me find the actual value.
It's probably pretty close.
Okay, skull painting. And the Hades. Okay, so after getting those, you can give me a moment as I check if you need to make a roll right now.
I'd have the paintings covered up when I'm rocking around town, by the way. Just so I don't cause any issues.
Okay, so give me a number of what you want to sell these for, or at least try to, and a diplomacy roll. So you can go below or above your estimation to try and get closer to the real value if you think you've got it wrong, or higher if you got it right and you can get more money out of it.
$5,000.
That's exactly what I was saying. So there's that. I'll keep that roll.
Ah, that's a pretty good roll.
Nice.
36, right?
I couldn't get much better if I tried. So
Okay, so you got 34. Let me.
36. I'll have less of
36.
that.
Oh, it's a 36. Yeah,
Fine,
keep the.
7.
Yeah.
We need to get you some charisma boosting items. That's just not high enough, man. Your
That's
numbers
what-
are just weak sauce.
Honestly, I'm getting a circular of persuasion, which is +3 to any charisma-based check. So diplomacy, bluff, intimidate, all of them. And then I'll probably get a ring as well. You can make like rings or items to boost a specific skill.
Okay, that will succeed. So he will make a counter offer. So you offered 5,000. He is instead going to counter offer you 3,750. It's up to you if you want to try and counter offer him again.
Yeah, so we'll go to 40. I got 47.
Alright, give me a diplomacy.
I will re-roll. So 30.
30. As you continue to make the price extremely high, the arts trader will not exactly insult you, but he will instead himself be very insulted by your offer, and he's actually going to be lowering his price now.
Damn.
So now he is instead only offering you 3,000 for it. At which point you can try and
You broke up after you could try.
Yeah. After his counter offer, you can try again.
I'll apologise and offer that.
Alright, give me
And
diplomacy.
I'll just explain that it's very hard to come by these. What have we got there? Yeah, I'll re-roll it. Ah, your mum. So
The only
my
thing you
hero
could
point to
do would
re-roll.
be... Or you can do the... Is the moot... Was... Reroll
That's
also...
what has to be a 1. You want
Okay.
what is my re-roll I'm doing?
So are you keeping that?
No, I'm gonna use 2 luck points to re-roll that again. So let me find how many I've got.
Didn't you already use luck point to... Oh no, you can give yourself more rerolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, instead of new.
I got to
Versus.
spend 2 to get the 1.
Yeah.
Trying to find where it is on my sheet because I don't... Can I just... Yes, I can. So I had 10 to begin with. Minus... So I'm down to 6 if I re-roll again. My god! I don't want to get no better from this.
Well, we still have the gold coins to sell, so
Yeah.
So... You keeping that?
Yeah, I've got no choice.
Alright, so after you give that offer, the art seller has had the final straw and is no longer willing to sell to you. Or buy from you, rather.
God damn. I'm assuming I couldn't find anyone else interested. It was just him.
You would have to spend even more time searching.
I'll spend even more time searching.
Alright.
So diplomacy roll to find and D4.
Yep. Yes. Alright, what's the first D4? 4 hours. Okay, so after another 2 hours, you'll find another salesman who is willing to buy the paintings.
I'll start at 4,000 this time.
Alright, as soon as you ask for 4,000, he'll tell you to get out of the shop.
Wow. Okay.
And before you ask, no, a reroll would not stop that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll just take him back to the group and say, yeah, this wasn't happening.
You can always get them appraised by somebody else. There's
I think the other 2 people
get
are...
them appraised.
Yeah. How much is it?
I'll double check how much it is. Cost you 50 gil per item to have somebody appraised.
Yeah, I'll pay 100 from both.
Alright. So after paying 100 gil, one of a collector who definitely won't buy it from you, but he'll tell you how much it is worth. They will let you know that the Hades painting is worth 1,000, whereas the skull is only worth 1,500.
I swear we rolled really high when it came to this. God damn. Alright. Is there a safe or anything I can store them in whilst we're doing our other business?
You can store them at the
Alright. And then, whilst I'm here, I'll ask if this guy wants to buy these coins.
Sure. Alright, so write down what you're wanting to, and I'll double check the price on my side.
I'm just not going to risk going anymore. Just got to say 450.
That's for the gold coins in the room.
Yeah, which was worth 500 with a question mark.
He will pay that immediately.
Damn it.
So he takes the gold coins off your
Yeah.
hands from the secret room, and he'll give you 450 gil.
Everybody gets that.
You can't have half a gil.
You can first like reimburse the kill you took for the appraisal.
You are, sorry.
If you want your money back for the appraisal, you can take it from that.
Alright. So it would be
And then share it.
that much each. I'll just keep the extra 2 gil.
Fair enough. Alright, and you're selling the party loot? Or the group loot, rather. There'll be one less lever and scimitar, because you gave that to what's his face. So 22 times 5 plus 8 times so 50. 15 scimitars. Keeping the wands, I assume. Or are you selling the wands?
Due to not being able to take a 10 on it anymore, what's Alicia's bonus to it?
Alessia's
Well, you might
11.
also be a very good candidate for
Yes,
it's charisma based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, we'll keep them then.
Alright. The leather armor, the great swords, and the scimitars. Sword and
I'll jump a lot of skills in it next rank.
is that a yes to selling the great sword and the armor?
I don't think any of us can wear the armor. Or would like to anyway. And,
Not really, I already have the +1 great axe, so
yeah.
don't need the great sword.
Okay, and this is times 0.55. Hopefully, this will calculate it properly.
Looks right. No. Yeah.
So that's in there. That's nestled, that's nestled, that's nestled, that's nestled. Correct. So that's how it should be sold for. What did you just add to that?
Nothing. I added all the numbers together before the times 5 and then that it's
you've come to a different conclusion.
Yeah. It's like it's not added one of yours. Or it's not halved one of them or something.
Yeah.
Guarantee all it's done is half the 4,650 and then added the rest.
So your one would be correct. 3,203. So that's how much you would get for selling those. At which point you can divide that by 4.
Yeah, yours didn't half the rest of them, it just half the 4,650. Well, 0.55 of it.
Yeah.
Oh, 800 each. And then, yeah, someone keeps a 3.
I shall add that onto Alessia's. 21. Okay. Did you have anything else you needed to sell? Because that's all I think from the pyre loot.
You wanted to keep the royal outfit, didn't you? Joseph.
Joseph, yeah.
I believe that was it then.
And whilst you're doing this, do you care about the editing for this?
Do we care about that? Sorry.
Care about the? I've got descriptions for all them, but if you don't care.
You're breaking up a lot.
You broke up a lot, but I believe you're asking if we want to know how these shops look.
Yes, I have descriptions for the buildings. I'm still red. God damn it. Did you want to speed past it?
Personally, I'm not fussed.
I won't take it personally.
Anybody else?
I mean, sure.
Oh, it wasn't a sure question.
I thought it was.
Do you
I
wanna?
mean, yeah,
wanna-
sure. I want a description.
Okay. Okay. The majority wants to know. Okay, so for selling all the pieces of armor, you will be given Toff's armor, which is a quaked armory on the western side of the city, and is owned by a staunch female Hume with muscles bulging from her sleeves. She welcomes you with a loud, boisterous voice. This shop will only deal in masterwork, cold, iron, and adamantine if you wanted to purchase anything. And for the weapons, aside from the magical ones, you'll be going to Kelp's Swordsmith, which is an earthen shop built with both brick and wood, and the building looks slightly too green for its own good. Owned by a male Sahagan who goes by the name Kelp, he will talk with a rather quick and to-the-point tone, though he is not intimidating. Again, this will also deal with masterwork, cold iron, and adamantine. And as you are talking with him, you can all roll sense motive, unless people aren't going there in particular.
Well, I'm kind of busy for 4 hours, so I'm out of this.
Well, Alessia fails. Joseph will fail. However, Osa, being the most down-to-earth person, will recognize. Osa, as you are conversing and dealing with Kelp, you will notice that they definitely have some look to them, and they seem to be quite down.
Okay. So are you okay?
So,
Excuse me and my negative charisma.
Um, uh,
It's not negative, it's 10. But still.
okay, so as you try and source out the reason for their lower mood, Kelp will inform you that they are currently being harassed by another swordsmith who's down the road, and the harassment is mostly due to his race.
Who's the other dude? Or person?
He'll tell you it's a Hume who goes by the name Helgen, and he runs Helgen's Arms. And he'll also make a mention that your group definitely looks like adventurers, and since you're asking about it, he's wondering if you would be willing to put a stop to it.
Trying to look at Joseph and Alicia like, I mean, I'm down. What was Kelp's race?
Kelp is a Sahagin. It's basically a fish man.
Yeah, okay.
What language does he speak?
As you look at him, he doesn't tell you what his languages are.
No, like what's the normal language for that race?
Sahagin. Say Sahagin is in this.
Uh-huh.
And he will say that if you do intend to help him out, he will give you a free mundane weapon of your choice.
Yeah, sure. See what we can do about it. Do we have all the crew, or is still Remy like away somewhere?
Have the
Broke up.
yeah.
What?
What?
Hello?
There we go.
Oh, no, it's gone red now. Now it's green. I don't know what Discord's issue is nowadays.
It's doing that a lot. Yeah, are we together as a group again?
Yeah, you can wait around enough after setting all this stuff for having Remila to join you up.
Yeah, sure.
After we explain the situation to Remy, I'll look at him and I'll be like, good cup, bad cup?
What's your intimidate like?
Oh, it's pretty nice. It's almost as good as your
Diplomacy. Bluff.
diplomacy.
Sure, but I don't want to get any issues with the cards, but let's do this.
We were just gonna talk to him.
Well, before we go,
That's
like, how is he harassing him? Like, what's he doing? Is he sending people in to be a pain in his ass, or is he making personal threats himself?
I disconnected from Discord for a minute or two. Can you ask your question again, please?
How is he harassing him? Is he sending folks, or is he making personal threats?
He has been insulting as well as threatening his wares.
Is he personally doing it, or sending people to do it for him?
Currently, it's been him.
Okay.
If the good cop works, then we don't need to go to the bad cop. But if
Yeah.
we do, then I'll take care of that. You don't need to worry about that, Remy.
And what race is this guy we're going into?
He's a Hume.
Oh,
Hume.
racist motherfuckers. Let's go.
Alright. After meeting up with your party and making a plan of attack, you approach the building, and as you do so, you'll notice a distinct style of weaponry on sale, at which point you can all roll perception. Okay, so you're all very easily able to tell that the weapons that Helgen has been making, both their handles and the way they are weighted, definitely would be very unwieldy to less human races. And sorry, what did you say?
So he's like, so the whole shop is just designed to be sold to humans, really.
More humanoid races, yes.
Yeah. So the fish type, not so much.
No.
You need opposable thumbs, is what you're saying.
Kinda, yeah.
Cool.
I will also let you know that there are other people shopping, so if that changes your approach, there will be onlookers. And seeing your party approach, you'll be met by a podgy Hume who will wave you over, though his face is relatively fine as he looks across your party. You don't instinctively see any hatred in his eyes, as he will welcome you and say, "Welcome to Helgen's Arms. Are you looking for anything in particular?"
That's to see if he does show anything, any sort of minor twitches or anything like that towards Remy or Alessia or Osa.
As far as you can tell, he's not too angry about any of your races.
Kind of good, pal. Don't really know how to say this. Like, how can I say
about this little dispute between
how can I
you
say
and...
stop being a pain in the ass with diplomacy? So, is there a lot of competition around here with these? With all the blacksmiths and swordsmiths?
Oh, why yes. Maloroka is quite a large city, so there's plenty of businesses vying for, well, business.
Got any personal rivals around here?
Well, every shopkeeper has a personal right.
How about any Shagahabad, and I cannot pronounce that, so I'm not going to try it again. Shahakin. That one.
Give me a diplomacy.
Give me a reroll.
Nah, I don't feel like
Mother!
it.
give me a Moogle reroll. God damn it! What the hell is going on? It's broken.
Not having any full rerolls.
I can reroll again, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so you're keeping the 21.
Can I assist him with that?
It's not going to help if you do. So, he's just going to deny he has any issues with anyone.
I'm gonna start singing. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? No, I'm not. Actually, that's funny. We were told that you kind of threaten his wares, Cooper.
Britain whose wares?
Kelp.
Kelp, eh? Haven't spoken to him in a while.
Sense motive.
Sure.
God damn it! Oh my god, we're terrible at this.
Rip.
Yep. Also, hello, Jack.
Hi,
if
Jack.
you are there.
Hello.
There he is.
We're bullying a bully currently. Or we're attempting to bully a bully.
Bully a bully.
I
Okay.
just say, come
Yeah.
on, stop lying. We know there's beef between you two. What's your problem with him?
Like I say, I've not seen Kelp in a while.
Oh, I'm done. What else I can do?
Bad cop.
I walk past Joseph and tag him in.
Bad cop.
Alright, listen here. The things that you've been doing are pretty scummy, and you better knock it off.
Sadly, your baby talk isn't very threatening, but dice maybe.
Can I assist in that? I just kind of loom behind
Yes.
Joseph and look threatening. Oh well,
There's just
Not
a
gonna
demonic
matter.
aura behind him.
it's an assist.
Well, we're just getting laughed at here. Like, might as well just go.
Yeah. I guess
I'm-
we're not pulling a bullet today.
I'm gonna full on use a hero point to reroll that.
Okay, sure. Take a hero point out and reroll. When it's higher.
It's more, but yeah.
So with heroic guidance and a view of justice through fear, you almost feel like your race changes into something more of a bat. And you're able to put you're able to put pressure on his screws, at which point he'll just like put up his hands and say, "Fine, alright."
You cut off completely there.
We heard fine. Heard that.
You heard that? Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
heard that far.
Bloody Discord, sort yourself out. He'll say he'll leave him alone.
Sans motive.
My God!
Okay, Joe, well done, I guess.
This is like polar opposite to the Monday game. It's terrible normal skills, but great in combat.
What are we sense motive for?
If this guy's been bullied, it's a human swordsmith,
Yes.
and he's been bullying Sahagin swordsmith down the road. And we're
Okay.
trying to make him stop the bullying, and I said, okay, I'll leave him alone. So we're like, is he actually?
Yeah, so do I believe
I'm
him?
sure he will, like, come on. Okay, Joseph got a good roll at least.
You're all pretty sure he's gonna stop.
Good.
Not worth the trouble.
Well, let's go get the mundane item that hero point was worth.
Finally.
I mean, that's debatable.
So many of mine have not been worth it.
It's not about the item anymore, it's about the bride and being an SJW.
My quest log will be completed with. So after a very roundabout persuasion to Helgen, you return back to Kelp's store with, I don't even know if it'll be a sense of pride at this point for all the rerolls you had to throw out there to get it in the end. At which point Kelp will thank you profusely and offer up a single weapon of your choice. Just to reiterate, he'll give you anything off this. He'll give you a single weapon, as well as anything being masterwork of normal material, cold iron, or adamantine.
Ooh.
I'm assuming you don't have throwing cards, so look to the other two who uses weapons.
We
I
should
know.
get. I think we should get Osa an adamantine weapon. Just as a backup. Or cold iron, but I personally think adamantine's more useful, but
Adamantine makes things lighter?
No, adamantine makes
No.
them go through certain types
No,
of...
it was Mithril that made things lighter, that's right.
it ignores certain amounts of hardness
and DR.
and DR, yeah.
Right.
And cold iron is
Mithril.
against fairy creatures, or fey creatures, I suppose.
Cold Iron's also
And-
against some types of DR.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
basically, yeah.
I mean, sure.
Adamantine's more expensive, so that's probably the better one to get.
He
costs
probably does.
more.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
probably doesn't have. He probably doesn't have anything that would work for my specific weapon, right?
Why not?
Because it's exotic.
No, well.
Well, I still, I don't know. Either way, I'll go with the group on this. But
Whatever you get, make it Adamantine, because that's stuff like 2,000 more than the normal price or something.
And I'm currently
Adamant-
looking to get my weapon further enchanted, so.
and I wouldn't be able
Adamantine
to
adds
carry
3,000 to the cost.
Damn.
I also can't carry very many weapons, so better to have Osa with 2 weapons than me.
I mean, I don't have that much carry capacity either. I'm already almost at my
Oh, yeah.
lightweight.
Although I was kind of thinking about getting something to help me carry more, but actually, does Remy, you threaten it when you're right next to somebody, right?
Yeah.
And Alessia just doesn't have anything that currently threatens, right?
Well,
Have a
thanks, she
big-
can't, because her staff's two-handed.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I have a big bad wolf.
That's,
Currently
yeah.
doesn't existing.
Oh
Why does it-
yeah. You
why
should
is it not
probably
existing?
resummon
He
your-
died,
Has it
don't
died?
forget the battle.
Wait, have we had a new day?
Yeah, but...
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a new day now.
Oh, then yeah, I would have summoned him back.
It is currently the next day.
Yeah, I would have summoned him first thing in the morning, so I have a big bad wolf.
Don't you need to wait some time when it dies?
It's just the next day.
Well, that's better than Pathfinder.
Well, I'm good with whatever. It's pretty much down to either me or Osa. We can flip a coin forward if you want to.
Oh yeah, your avatar will return in half health though.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine either way. As well.
Okay, high or low?
Low.
That's high, so I guess that's gonna go to me.
You could have rolled a 1d2.
Yeah.
I could have.
But we've got the
Oh,
dice.
Like, I
so
was
you might as
expecting you to
well.
roll 1d2 and then take like a second too long typing. Like, what? What?
I gotta be complicated.
That's the way to do it, sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can get it.
Sure. I'll get an adamantine falcata.
He'll give you an adamantine Valcata.
Yay.
Adamantine already counts as masterwork.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
So that weapon's hella expensive.
Yep.
So it was worth a hero point.
It's down to a personal opinion.
You know, I'm probably just gonna end up switching everything over to this new weapon. Just,
Well, if your old one's not magical, there's no reason you wouldn't.
well, my old one is magical, but I'll probably just instead
You
of
can, yeah, you can leave the new one to be enchanted because it takes a while. While you do other
that's
stuff, and then when it's done, you can
Yeah.
just swap the materia and sell the old sword.
true. Right.
Because that was what I was gonna do if I would have gotten it.
Yeah, that's,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that's the best way to do things.
Well, now we're done here. I'll go back to the inn and get the information about the mine.
Yeah.
He already gave you information about the mine.
Like, where is it? Well, can you mark it on the map, or is it like not far away and stuff?
It's not far away.
There. I'm back. Plus the time we're spending. Well, whatever money we've got,
I'm just letting you know who you're working for. You never ask anyone's name.
Yeah, I would definitely like to find like some sort of magic shop if possible.
Depends on what you're after.
Okay, so here you go. It used to be a place of iron mining, and it currently has several other fire elementals. The place is called Faris Mine, and it is half a day ride to the southeast. So it's really close.
Also, I have books.
Well done.
What?
I just realized I'm carrying a bunch of books. The Adventurers Chronicles.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for
know
all
what
of the knowledge checks.
what we wanted to do with that. Someone else want them, or
Ah. I don't know. It's not. I have a skill junkie in this time.
do I just keep carrying them around?
Jack, do you want some books to help you skill checks every now and then?
Yeah.
There you go. You can carry them all.
There's 8 books and they're a pound each.
Alright, I'll give them all to Fenrir.
Therefore, Arcana, Dungeoneering, Engineering. I'll just copy paste.
blah, blah.
Why am I reading that out loud?
You just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Why are you apologizing, Remy? There are options.
No, we're very face first with these situations.
I'm assuming these can all fit in a lovely bag of holding, yes?
They were in my bag of holding, so I assume.
Sweet.
Wait, you had a whole page for if we snuck inside his shop if we failed that persuasion?
Yep. But it would mostly just be for you, Joseph, because it's sneaking.
Yeah.
I can sneak, and I can sneak
For
sometimes.
Inside of the
Helgen's
arms
shop.
place. Helgen's arms.
Um,
Oh, you.
so is there any items we can buy to help with like fire and earth resistance?
Materia.
Yeah. I'll assume you want to go to a magic shop.
Yeah.
I do
Okay.
have an earth materia currently.
If you do want to go to a magic shop to find some stuff for that, you'll be going to Wisham's Artifacts. And it has
Yeah.
both the smell and color design of lavender. The shop is ran by a new Mu, who happily trades in magical items for all categories, including alchemical goods. And there is quite a few things you can get for elemental resistance. Pretty sure the Wanderer's items are going to be out of your reach.
More like alchemical items. So any potion will last 10 minutes per level or whatever it is. I'm not sure.
Page is going to slow.
And thanks for reminding me
Yeah,
about the
thanks.
materia. Got that 600 experience we got.
Okay, so if you're wanting immunity, I shall copy and paste these things over. You're wanting... It's the same thing, so... Paste, yes. And then... These aren't too long-lasting, though, so I don't know if you really want them. So I think that's longer-lasting. No. So if you're wanting alchemical items, there is the red and brown curtain, which gives you immunity to that element for 1d6 rounds.
Hell no, not for that price.
I shall double check the one. Jack is. Oh, it's going to be hard pressed for Jack to do this. You can get some wands of elemental resistance, though again, they're going to be also expensive. Sting. God's sake. This needs to be 2. So if you're wanting to get some 1s, it'd be 4,500.
No. No.
And that'll be 30 minutes. 7 plus 10. So there's also that. You can get a 1 development resistance, which has 50 charges, and it lasts 30 minutes per cast, and you resist first 10% of 1 element. So look, see it materia. Fire. The materia doesn't do much more, really. It's like 2 for first level. It's just all you can get at this point until you get like +3 equipment. Looking for ability enhancing items? Yes, they'll have those. Are you know what they are, do you not? Joseph?
Yeah, looking. I don't have the prices off of my. I can look it up on my
Pretty sure
phone,
it's
though.
4,000 for the first one. Yeah, if you want a +2, it's 4,000.
Yeah, I don't have that yet.
So I'm pretty sure Alessio has Craft Runner's item.
Oh yeah, I still haven't used my first one yet. Oh, I forgot about that.
Your first what?
She had a discount for the first time we.
Wasn't you making something for somebody?
She made for me and you fish.
I can't remember what it was.
I got my sandals from her. And I'm pretty sure you got something too.
There's not in my thing what's magic what he would have made. Jack?
What have I made?
That's what we're
What,
asking.
you want
What have you done?
You want me to make something?
Can you remember what you have made?
What I have made?
Yeah, do you have notes out of it? Or did you have notes? She was
So I'm pretty sure you worked 2 items
Yeah, I did.
for Remy and Osa. 1 each.
I had notes somewhere. I'm just gonna have to look for them. Give me
I
a minute.
I have no
Give me
item
a
that
minute.
you would have made for me, on me.
Just bear with. I'll see if I can find it.
Alluring headband of charisma.
Who was that for?
Fish, apparently. At least he was considering it.
Yeah, I took the price out, so I'd assume so. That took the money off me.
Yeah, because we talked about like how long it would take
Yeah,
to make. First for your headband and then for my sandals.
I'm assuming you couldn't have done it whilst travelling though, could we? Oh no, we did that in all our off time.
Because yeah, we had the off week
Wow.
right before we started this.
I didn't even
this
had
mission.
that. Jesus, I've not even had that on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is that so difficult?
I have the perfect image for this. I don't even know if I have it saved.
Well, yeah, there you go. The point was that Joseph is the only one who hasn't gotten the discount yet.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I haven't.
But
I haven't
we're kind
used
of on a
that
we're kind of on a
initial-
schedule right now, so
Right.
and it's gonna take days to make, even with all the calculations.
Yeah.
Right then. So we can't buy out then.
Yeah, so I did do fishes
Yeah. Found it in the
Yeah.
all chat.
in the what chat?
The chat log.
I was just looking up in Discord. I can't find anything I made for Osa. Did I make anything for Osa?
Sandals.
You made me some sandals.
Oh, okay. And then I remember I made
I
for
think
myself.
they might be in the Roll20 chat log as well. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
I've
made
sent them in the Discord.
myself the headband of charisma and the cloak of spellcraft. That was it.
So we got to head to the mine then if nobody can buy out here.
I haven't got the money to do anything.
If they have muleback cords, I might buy those.
Talk to.
You'd be better not to buy things like that because I can make that for cheaper.
This is
Yeah, but-
true.
The thing is, making it's gonna take a while, and we kind of need it now. We don't have the downtime for.
What
You
do
do time?
we? What does he need them for?
Carry
Well,
away some
so I
new
can
cards.
carry more stuff. So I can.
Can you not have Fenrir carry it all? Because he's got muleback cords.
It's more
on.
like if he's got 2 weapons and stuff like that.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
you don't want Fenrir carrying it all because that'd be making it a lot harder.
right now I'm wearing about the heaviest armor I can wear, and it's not exactly the best I could wear. I
Right.
could wear better stuff if I had the weight capacity to do so. But I'd also need more money I need more money before I can start buying better gear too. So I'll just save my money for now, and
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
just-
we can take the time to do it now. Just first figure out like all the contacts we have here and have a plan of some sort before we settle down for anything. Maybe.
yeah. Let me check one thing real quick before we go.
Also, Jack, I added just, I think, all your money onto your other currency.
Huh?
I added any money that was split into your other currency.
Oh, okay, I'll have a look in a sec.
Yeah, I can't do anything else right now. I could like pay.
What was the
half of
sandals? What was the sandals I made for Osa?
Sandals of quick reaction.
both +1 bonus. That's for my-
My other currency. Damn, I got a lot of money in my other currency. Very nice. Oh, damn. Now I have to go and look at my shopping list because I could have actually bought something. Possibly. I realise I have the money for it now. Not really, but
Anyway, I think we're going to take our break here for now, as you guys figure out what you're doing.
that's how much money I have. Wait, is that right?
Yeah, that looks right.
2,637.
It's way more than I got.
Thing is,
Okay,
I don't
go back.
think there's actually anything I need at the moment. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute as well.
Okay, me too.
as well as turn the sound back
I
on.
have, buddy.
But have you? Well, I can hear things, so it should be fine. As long as you're not muted.
Nope.
Alright, so you were wanting to go to the City Master now, or you do something else?
So I'd say we establish that before we do anything else.
Yeah.
As in ask about the troll situation and ask if they can be kind of the in-between if to communicate back to Nifel so we can have more time.
You don't need more time, it's not if you want to craft.
I mean, it would be nice.
Okay. So, after, I think it was Joseph who did his knowledge roll, you'll know where the City Martyr's residence is, and you'll also know that the City Master is Negada, which is spelled like that. I'll also give you this. They are a 32-year-old male Rogadine, and they take direct orders by the capital, but otherwise handles the day-to-day running of Nalnaroka. Residence is found on the western edge of the city, where the walls are most thick, and the governmental as well as army buildings are most prominent. As you move over to this part of the city, you will notice there are quite a few more guards as you progress through the area, and upon rune walls and a large metal gate that blocks entry, with a solid guard off to the right side of the gate.
I go up to the guard and explain what we're doing here.
So what exactly do you say?
Uh,
Are you saying you're here for the troll issue?
Yeah, and we would like to speak to Gigante about.
Didn't know we were playing Monster Hunter. Alright, so upon describing to the guard that you're here on business with the trolls, she shall open up the gate and lead you in essentially the front courtyard. And getting up to the building, you'll get a better look at it behind the stone walls. And from its white brick exterior, surrounding painted windows and brown lining, the structure definitely leaves a lasting impression. From the outside, you can guess it has about 3 stories, with quite a modest size to the overall establishment. And you are led through the front doors into the entrance hall, where you will all notice several armor racks of varying designs. Above each is a skull of a monster from normal fangs to behind you. The guards will request that you leave your weapons and magical items at the main door with another guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is my wolf allowed to come?
No.
Aww. Okay. I'll just leave him here then.
Is Joseph keeping any holdout weapons at all? I don't think you've done that ever.
I've done it once, but not this time.
Alright, so you will leave your weapons and magical gear here. At which point... Okay, put all those away. Alright. Oh, I should be right back. Someone's at the door. I've returned. Sorry about that.
Hi.
It's okay.
Alright, so after you have relinquished your gear, the guard who pretty much just led you into the complex will also lead you into an adjoining room. The adjoining room is only 40 feet away from the entrance, with large oaken doors that open up into a somewhat damp air room. Several open vials and salves waft their. On the south side is a large Rogadine who is seemingly applying a salve to his forearm. A slow turn reveals his face to be chiseled, if not slightly surprised. With a hearty voice, the Rogadine addresses both his guard and the party. And I need to remove a space there. Ah, come in as you please, I guess. No knocking on manners today, eh? He then clicks his fingers to the guard. I take it they've been dressed down of their armaments. If so, we can have our chat with you in the corner. After which the guard closes the door and moves to the opposite side of the room. Well then, you must have said something important to my doorsman to let you inside. Let's have us a sit down and gabber. He then clicks again to the guard. Pull up these fellows some chairs. The Nagueda name will have all his visitors be comfortable. And with that, Nagueda sits down on a chair behind his desk on the far edge of the room, rubbing the salve into his arm. At which point you can then converse with him.
Well, thank you for the secret, Bob. We're here from Nefal about the troll situation.
The trolls. They have been quite a bother recently. Is there anything in particular you're coming to me to talk about?
Mainly to see if you have any quick communication with them. You don't need it now, but would be nice to know for future, because we are on a time stamp, really.
We aren't exactly in quick communication with the trolls.
Not with the trolls, the Nefel.
Why are you asking about Nefel?
So if there's any quick way to get a message to the guy who gave us this mission, whose name still
Who
eludes me.
sent you here? You're kind of going halfway through this conversation.
What?
You just came in saying we want to do trolls, and do you talk with the trolls? So he's really confused at you.
Lieutenant Colonel Wedge.
I never said all about wanting to speak to the trolls. I said we're from Nefal, and I was wondering if he's got a quick communication with Nefal.
No, all you said was trolls. I didn't hear anything about Nefel.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just asked if there's a quick communication line with Nefal, as we're on a timestamp. We have no information to relay back now, but would be nice to know for when we do. And if there's any way we could increase our little time range we've got.
Well, we do often send letters and magical communication with the capital. I guess we could send along a message if you have some importance to send.
I don't think we do right now. Asking the pie, I can't really remember why we come to this guy.
Well, this guy's got the best intel on the trolls right now. Like, we've been on the road for 2 weeks. Has the situation changed in the last 2 weeks? Is there any useful bits of information that you might know that we might not?
What he said.
Well, since you're here with the aim of aiding with the trolls, I shall tell you all we know. Our scouts have counted around 50 trolls in total, as well as a queen who leads the band. They are well armed, with several guard and magi trolls who have magical gear. at which point he will then shift a map over the table towards your side. Their camp is about a day ride to the east of Melnoroka. They have been there for just under a month, raiding nearby settlements or passing traders. One of the reasons they have such gear. He'll then shift over a drawing to your side. This isn't a handout, so I need to make it a handout quickly. As he shifts over a drawing to you, here is a rendition of the Queen. She goes by the name Zara, and is incredibly strong. We are certain her regeneration is not stopped via fire, as she wields a fiery greatsword. Looking at your party, you would seem to be adept at fighting, but even for you or an army, it would be quite the affair to deal with the band aggressively. He then also slides over a scribbled map to your side of the table. The camp has an entrance on the southeast and southwest side, though it would seem the northern partition may also have a weakness, maybe to allow them a retreat if necessary. The camp itself is surrounded by wood spikes and walls, though the trolls aren't too intelligent in defense, or they lack the materials, so the walls could be ignited relatively easily. He'll then kind of lean back in his chair and take on a more somber look. From our skirmishes with their forces, we can tell they are quite strong. The majority of their races can be dealt with via fire, though the Magi and the Queen seem to have circumvented that weakness. And he gives a final look over your party and notes on the table. If you're aiming to bring this to a peaceful conclusion, I wish you the best of luck. My only knowledge on what could prove useful in that direction would be that they seem to appreciate shows of force. Probably challenging one of their warriors to a duel could be enough to earn their respect.
Well, that is indeed useful information. That's exactly why we came here.
Unless he'll just immediately look at Osa and be like, how strong are you feeling?
I mean, I'm pretty strong.
Light bulb above the head. I'll take it. It's a duel.
How are their mannerisms? So, like, if we was to go in with a white flag, would they attack us on sight, or would they actually give us a time of day to speak with us?
I think the best way to do it is just as he says, go up to them, immediately challenge their strongest warriors,
Go up to them and cry.
and then once we beat one of their warriors, then we'll have a parlay. We'll make sure that in the rules of the duel that it's not to the death, it's just to submission. Does that seem about right, Mr. Negawadea? I can't say that.
Negada.
Negada? There we go.
That could work. And to answer your question about the white flag, they attack passing traders, so I'm doubtful that would change their disposition.
If we were to go and try and negotiate with them and then things went south, would we be able to come back here and potentially get some help with raiding and ending the threat by another means?
We cannot offer any assistance in that regard, no. It would be a joint operation between us and the Vel, and what happens if you fail in your diplomacy. At which point you wouldn't get your pay.
Yeah.
I believe Wedge may have mentioned if you could deal with them aggressively yourself, you would be paid from the war treasury.
He did indeed.
Yeah, so that would be only two. Merely retreating to our walls won't net you any reward.
Thanks for the information.
Do you have any? We're gonna be in town for a little while. Do you guys have any other jobs that you might need a little bit of help with? We're looking to increase our funds and maybe outfit ourselves a little bit better before potentially heading out there and taking on the trolls.
If you're looking for more work or another source of killing items before dealing with the trolls, I can give you another mission.
What you got there?
He'll pull up another scribbled note, or map rather, and hand it over to your side. About a day's ride to the south is an old mine of ours. Still saving mines. It was mostly used for iron mining, and was abandoned some time ago due to tales of it being haunted and having monsters creep inside. Nowadays it is home to several monstrous goblins. If you're able to clear out the mines, the city will be able to pay you 11,600 gil. It's up to you if you kill the goblins or force them out of the mine.
Yeah, sounds good for us, Cooper.
That's not terribly far away from the Pharos mine, is it?
Ah, you know of the Pharos mine, do you?
Yeah, we've heard about it.
It's a bit further out of the city, but essentially they are close, yes.
Good to know, Cooper.
Interesting.
Have you got a contract for this mission, or would we just come back to you afterwards?
You will just come back to me with some sort of evidence that the goblins are gone.
Alright, Cooper. I'll see you in a couple of days with some very good news.
Well, if I don't see you with good news, I probably won't see you at all.
Exactly. Any more questions, anybody?
I think I'm good.
Was that they asked for the communications?
Yeah, he said he's got a magical line. Like, there is magical ways of communicating if we need
Once
to.
we have something actually important to report, we can just kind of come here and ask him to
Yeah.
do it for us.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, tilt the top hat and say good day, Cooper.
Good luck on your missions.
I will wish him a great day in his native language of Rogadan.
And after finishing the conversation with Negator, the goblin job, and the guard who stayed within this room will now escort you back out to the entrance, get your gear back, and at a quick glance, nothing's been tampered with. And you'll now have 3 options of where to go for quests, unless you want to go do more shopping beforehand. And you currently have the Pharos mine to get a fire core for a man whose name you never asked. The steel saving mines to kill out the goblins, as well as the troll location. I always suggest Pharos mines.
I was going to say that due to the reward, meaning it'd probably be a bit easier.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pharos mines, the steel mines, and then back here, rest and recover, and then off to some other job or to the trolls, whichever happens to be the most lucrative at the time,
Or crafting time,
or crafting time.
because we now have that time.
Yeah. We want to spend the rest of the day getting to the Pharos mines and then spend the night there? Or do we want to wait till the morning?
No, that sounds right. It's half a day's ride there, so by the time we get there, it would be nighttime. We'd get in the cave for.
It'd be about evening. It'll get you to around 4 PM. So it'll still be sunlight.
I mean, once we've cleared the cave out, we can rest there until the next morning and then go to the next mine.
Sounds good to me.
Do we need like food, supply stuff? At least for the chocobos, I think.
I think the chocobos are taken care of for the day because
Well, I
we
mean,
paid-
if we're not taking the chocobos with us, then
Oh no, we will. I mean, Don't
Yes, if we
one of
go
them have
there
a
and then we go to the other mines immediately, then we're gonna need
Yeah.
something for the road.
Oh yeah, I believe Blasto's got some more chocobo feed in his packs.
So I think we were running pretty low on those. And I'm low on rations. So I'm at least gonna buy some rations.
I have 8 rations.
I have 2 rations.
I can give you some.
Okay.
I can just buy them. I got
Yeah.
money.
I have 4 days worth of feed for the chocobos. We have 2 chocobos, so
That's all.
2 days.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, fish, you have food for small creatures, whereas Osa is a medium
Oh,
creature.
yeah.
Yeah, I need my own rations anyway. How much was 1 gil per ration, or more or less?
I'm pretty sure it's 1 gil. I can double check for you.
1 gil per day. And then for the chocobos, I think it was 10 gil per day. But I would like a double check on that.
Always want to save more money. Rations is 1 gil. Feed is also 1 gil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's same price. It just weighs a lot. It weighs like 10 pounds.
Okay, I will stock up on some more feed for the chocobos and put it in Blasto's saddlebags, and then I'm gonna buy myself some food as well.
Not for like 10 rations.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 20 gold, 10 on feed and 10 on me. So that's gonna give me 140 pounds of.
Do you wanna keep track of the feed?
Yeah, I've got it in Blasto's equipment.
Okay.
So the chocobos currently have 17 days worth of feed, or 7 days worth of feed between the 2 of them that I have access to.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine for now then, because we're gonna be close by Milnoroka anyway, so it should be fine. It's pretty much for the return trip when we have to start actually thinking about what we need and how much.
Yeah.
But like for now, it's fine, as long as we have food.
Right. Come on, the 4 dwarfs. Let's go mining.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Diggy diggy
Hi
hole.
ho, hi ho, and off to work we go.
That's the only part of the lyrics I know for that one.
That Diggy Hill song did really well for them though, didn't it?
Yeah, it always has a metal version now.
It's a Disney song, of course it does.
I'm talking about Diggy Diggy Hole, not the
Oh,
Seven
wrong
Dwarfs song.
song. My
There
bad.
probably is a metal version for that
I'm
as well.
sure there's a version of that as well, so yeah.
What was it there? It's nearly got 40 million views.
Is that Leo Maraccioli?
What?
The guy who does a lot of metal covers for other songs his name is Leo Maraccioli. He's like from Sweden or Norway, and he does a lot of cool stuff like that. That wouldn't surprise me if he's the one that did that cover.
I did not move your token, but it moves to there. Alright, so taking the chocobo to take you 4 hours to get there, which will bring you up to 4 PM. And did you say you're going for it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all fully.
Well, I mean, you use a lot of luck points,
Damn it, I forgot about
so we probably want to camp first and
that. Yeah.
then go.
So it'll be next day.
Like we
so,
can scout the surrounding area, I guess, but
Yeah, so it'll be the next morning then, so I have all my luck points back.
I can
Okay.
attempt to go in by myself and just scout a little bit.
Last time you went off alone, you nearly died. I mean, go for it if you want.
This is true. I wasn't trying to be stealthy though. I was just looking around, poking in windows and stuff. I wasn't like
I don't
attempting
think
to
just
hide
like
myself.
I meant rather just when scouting, like just the surrounding area, like the immediate area, like where we can camp, to make sure it's safe.
Okay.
And then we can head in the morning. I
I
can't
think
see
that's
anything.
more. I think that's more your purview.
Well, you can't see anything because you're not in there right now.
Okay.
I'll move your vision when you are actually in the cave, but if you're spending the night outside, I'll do that first. Where is my roll? Apparently I lack a roll. So what did Joseph want to do? Because you kind of broke up when you were explaining to me.
We were just gonna scout the area around a little bit. Not necessarily inside the cave. We were just gonna look around, find a good camping place. But I think that's more Osa's purview than mine.
You can easily find some places to settle down for the night. Though it is less forested, mainly due to parts of the mountains and the caves. Probably been cut away for easier access. Gee, you can either give me perception or survival.
I'll go with survival, I think.
I'll try to aid her with my perception.
I'm just gonna go with perception.
I aided.
So +2, so 20. Basically just 20. If it's visual or audible.
Alright, so as you're looking around for a campsite, you actually find the remains of an older campsite. Battle or assault. It seems more that
You are cutting out pretty hard there.
Yeah.
probably safe. It's incredibly cold. There are some cans of food strewn about, as well as some other items.
What
Can you
happened
hear
at this
us now?
campsite? Because you were breaking up so goddamn much.
yeah.
Basically, we heard there's an abandoned campsite and there's some tins of food.
And it's probably safe.
Something about a battle, maybe.
It might be cold here.
Okay. Campsite. It's been abandoned. Hasn't been attacked. There's some food around. And that's what you'll find at the campsite.
Damn.
Well then.
Shame whetstones don't work on cards.
It is a shame.
Or magic weapons.
Wait, what's that?
The whetstones, they just sharpen like non-magical weapons.
Oh, well, we now have a non-magical weapon. And
Yeah.
what does that? What does that do? It adds.
It gives +1 to your next damage.
Oh,
That you
just
deal
the
with
next
that weapon.
one.
I think it was just +1. It was a very mundane effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just +1 to the next damage roll. It used to be better in I'm gonna say 3.5, but from my earlier fumble, apparently it could be another edition. But in another edition, it increased your crit range by 1 for the next attack that hit.
Oh wow. That's a big difference.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
crit range is a lot better than just 1 extra damage.
I mean, even that 1 extra damage is more than I originally thought. I just kind of got them for RP purposes that I never got to use because I kept forgetting I have them. But well, a
It's
magic weapon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
selling fodder.
Alright, and after finding that, are you doing anything in particular at the camp or just going to sleep?
Those rations and feed. Does somebody else want to take the rations? I'll put the feed in the saddlebag.
I got plenty of rations on me.
We can just eat those rations because just 1 for each.
True. They go outside. The gun.
Alright.
Do you wanna do the thing where I try to hide the campsite?
You can do.
Your survival. Does anyone wanna aid in that?
Fenrir normally does. Jack?
Is Jack BRB?
Haven't heard you for a while, buddy. Your microphone's muted on Discord.
I literally thought it was never muted. Sorry. I've still got a black screen.
Yeah, we're not on the map yet. We're just saying we're camping outside for a bit.
Right.
We're just saying, do you want to try and help hide the camp?
Yeah. Let me get Fenrir to do it. Survival, yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why am I in rage?
Because I think you were raging, or Fenrir was raging right before he died.
Right, okay. I just took that off. Oh, there goes the GM. Oh, there he is again.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, maybe it's better now. What are these survivals for?
Hiding the camp.
Hiding the camp, but obviously mine failed, so
So 25.
25. That's a good roll.
Why was that when I wanted to intimidate someone?
Well, you sufficiently hide the camp near the cave, and thankfully, nothing really interrupts you during your rest. And I don't know if it ever got sent during the whole internet debacle, but I did say you could be using your curing belt to heal up Fenrir since he's only at half.
Yeah, I would heal him up.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a curing
Obviously
belt,
before
so
we sleep.
I'd use that so you don't use any MP.
Well, it doesn't matter because we'll be sleeping anyway.
You don't get it all
Yeah,
back.
you're not at full.
Also, just reminding, because I just looked at his sheet, obviously doing a survival check. What have I done? Have I done anything with his strength and con penalized? Does it get disappeared if he dies and respawn? Well, he never died, but if I bring him back,
He would keep them, but he would have recovered two to all of them at this point.
2 to all of them. So
Yeah.
that would go to a 1 and that would go to a 3.
You can also spend some gil to just fully repair it.
Oh, okay. How much would it do?
It is 280. Yeah.
What, for all of it or for per damage?
All of it, because all of that is actually no, that would be permanent after that day, so it would just be for one of them.
What, for what one?
For one score, it'll be 280 for one of your scores that you choose.
We'll do it for con because that's got the most damage to it.
And then they all heal for 2 as well, just for resting.
What, just now?
Well, after the 2 days, because 2 days have gone since you've had that affect you.
One per day on all of them. Also, he'll heal for that much.
Actually, so I won't have any strength damage on then. It would just be my con. So actually, I need to. So was it 280? Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. He's not penalised anymore then. Lovely. So actually, would that have affected my? No. Where's my money? 2, 6, 3, 7, minus 2. Beautiful. I don't think Alessia's got any damages. Nope. Okay, all good.
My god, this place is huge.
Haven't even looked yet.
nice.
Whoa! There we go.
Alright, you should now all be able to see into the cave. Or mine, rather.
Hang on. Let me just. There we go.
So after a half-day ride to the southeast, as well as a rest outside of the mine itself, you reach a somewhat inconspicuous opening in the earth leading into a dark mine. Whilst most people would think this to be a shallow cave without much worth, your prior knowledge confirms this to be the Pharos mine, and you may all make a perception check. Is Jack gonna make perception check or no?
I am. Hang on. There it is.
Okay, so everyone besides Joseph, you will all smell a faint sense of dry earth and smoke from within the mines. And for those who can smell it, so not Joseph, can make either a knowledge nature or craft alchemy check if they're trained.
Aw, why would I need to be trained?
Because you gotta open a book to understand things.
Come on, just let me crit my negative one intelligence checks.
And if you do want to use it, you can use the book for this, Jack. If you have a book for nature, I think you do.
Give me 1 second and I'll have a look. I have no book for nature. I have Arcana, Dungeoneering, Engineering, History, Local, Nobility, Religion, Technology.
Then you can't use the book. So just give me a good old knowledge nature if you have it trained.
I do. Knowledge, nature. Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay. Thoughts, guys. Don't know.
I'm just hearing a load of noise for the bit boss, and I have no idea what happened. I'm not too sure why that did that. Anyway, as you come into the mine, you will notice that the ceilings are 15 foot high, and unless I say otherwise, it would be that height throughout the rest of it. And as you enter the mine, you will see that it is mostly consisting of dark grey stone and darkened walls, the light from the entrance shimmering slightly off of the remnants of iron in the cavern walls. The entrance itself only provides light for around 40 feet into the cave, with the further depths descending into darkness as your eyes look ahead. Though I'm pretty sure a lot of you have dark vision.
Yeah.
Not me.
All but Joseph.
So pretty much everyone besides the normal guy, since you have better vision, you can see off in the distance towards the east that there is a double door that has been smashed open from the inside, with the wooden doors laid across the floor with rubble. And you will be able to make a perception check.
Alessia, may I have a light, please?
You may. I'll cast Torchlight on. What do you want me to cast it on?
Just a little pebble off the ground is fine.
Okay, I pick up a pebble off the ground and give you a pebble.
Shiny pebble.
It's now a shiny pebble. Not to be mistaken for a crystal.
Just throw the crystal into the wall and you'll be fine.
I will stay behind you guys. So as to
Probably
not...
when I invest on some dark vision goggles or something for Joseph.
Yeah, eventually. Those are expensive, though.
Yeah, they are.
My document crashed. It's not funny, my document has all my information in it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't even know why it crashed. Oh god, my whole thing's... I'm
Too much
losing...
information.
I'm losing all these tabs. They're not showing information anymore. Oh, like, what's happening? Let me just close tabs to see if I'm using too much RAM or something. I'm not using too much RAM, I'd be using internet. Yeah, but both these things are just not opening for some reason. Okay, opening a second works. Sorry for the
Oh.
wait.
We'll be right back. Pete's at the door.
Where's mine? Okay, entrance. Okay, so actually, Joseph, you can also make this perception check 'cause it's based on sound, not sight. Okay, both Osa and Joseph will be able to hear this. So both you two will be able to hear the shifting of rock and pebbles falling from piles in the distance. And Osa, you can pinpoint that the sound is coming from about 80 feet towards the east.
Okay, we'll leave from the location. It's the party.
Yeah, dark vision goggles are gonna be 12,000 gold. Or
Ouch.
gil. 12,000 gil, I mean. Maybe that's what I'll have Alessia make me when I have enough money to cover the cost of, what, 6,000? I don't remember what it was exactly. It's like plus 5% or something like that. Okay, so rocks are rumbling up ahead. We gonna go and check it out, or what's going on? Can anyone hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
I think people are busy chewing on their tongues.
There's not we can really do here those going forward, but somebody's getting pizza.
I mean, if you guys want the guy with the light to go forward and check it out, I will.
They don't need light.
Yeah, you're the only one who needs light.
Exactly. But I'm also a shining beacon of, hey, look at that thing over there.
Doesn't really matter what order we go in, because gonna show up either way.
Yeah, like your light now is shining like over here somewhere. And this light wasn't here before.
From
So
around here.
yeah, so they're gonna see anyway.
Unless they have low light to be sure than that.
Not there then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 40 foot. But still, that is, from where he is, that is more further into the cave.
Oh yeah. No, I don't have that vision. Oopsie. Right, now I have an iron touch for a reason.
I can see him.
Yeah, so can I know.
So with
Sorry.
your enhanced vision and lights, past the story double open doors, you will notice 3 earth elementals stacking rocks.
Do you want me to try and talk, or do you want to just go in all gun blazing?
Have you seen these yet? So look at those. Have you?
We've seen bombs, but I don't think we've seen any other elemental. Oh no, we did see an ice elemental.
We've seen them in the
So
school.
elementals.
Yeah, we've seen them in the schools, but I don't think any. Only the boss was Earth, wasn't he?
No, the boss of this school was ice.
Ah, I don't think any of
So
them
I'm pretty
were
sure this is the first time you've seen these. So you can make a knowledge roll for these.
trained by any chance.
Of course.
Alright, you have to wait until his
Hello.
pieces. There you go.
Jack, knowledge planes.
Hang on, do I have a book for that? Nope.
Be kind of awkward to do it at this point, but.
There you go. Oh!
Well, you don't know what these things are.
Well, we did see an earth elemental. We saw one in the underground in the when we fell through the house.
Oh, yeah.
That was an earth elemental, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but that was a crazy one. I don't know if you ever rolled for that, 'cause it's not in the monster compendium.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's not in there, I don't think we did. Or if we did, I might have failed it.
So we don't know anything
We
about
knew
these.
it was a weird earth elemental.
You guys can see these things now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna-
yeah.
I can't see them yet, so I'm going to move up to where I can see it.
No, I wouldn't.
I still can't see it.
How? I
Quite
can.
far away. You haven't
Because
got-
it doesn't
you
have a
haven't
low
got
light.
low light.
Oh wow, jeez.
It's just in the low light.
Yeah.
Right here is the edge of my vision.
Yeah, that's where they are. You got. Don't keep moving forward.
And
If you're
there's
gonna
a
move
wall
forward,
right
do
in
it
front
at
of you.
least stealthy.
He's got a light
Yeah,
on. It don't matter.
Yeah,
Well,
good
Yeah,
point.
he
Don't
has a
move forward
light
anymore.
out, so
Well,
it's a good guess these creatures know you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
do you want me to speak or do you want to just go all in?
Go on, speak.
I want to
Try
see the
talking?
creatures first, so I can.
But you'll see them when if he speaks to them.
You don't keep going forward. You're just gonna screw this whole thing up.
Yeah, just stay where you are for the minute because you're just going to alert them.
I mean, okay.
Just come back a bit.
Go on, Remy.
I'm already
you go
there.
speak
I'm
to them.
already there.
And I want to say it's Terran. Of all my languages. If not, I don't-
Terran is
Terran.
earthen, yes.
Yeah. So I just say, hey there, couple. Do you need any help?
You're a bit far away, so you're shouting at them.
All right, now I'll get closer and then like bye here.
Hey there, Kupo!
I think only you understand Terran. Yeah, so everyone else doesn't even know what they're replying to you, but they will reply to you. Leave our home at once, invaders, or suffer the wrath of Nak.
Who's Nak, couple?
Give him an ice cream.
Now that I can see him, I'm going to attempt to mark him.
Nak is the glorious leader of our mine.
Can we join, couple?
No.
So we're not allowed in any further than this then, couple. Okay.
No.
See you later.
What?
Yeah, they're not letting us in, so we have to fight our way in.
Fine by me, Kupo. I got a fire torch to show
I mean,
him.
that's not the only option, it's just you're very bad at conversing with people.
Can you not intimidate him? How's your intimidation skill going?
No.
What's that?
No. No.
His intimidation is going no.
No.
We
Why
didn't
is
even
that
roll
bad?
diplomacy.
How intimidating is Fenrir? Let's have a look.
No, what he was saying was not going to allow a diplomacy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to
Fenrir.
say.
Nah, Fenrir hasn't got that good of an intimidate. What about Alessia? Can't find intimidate.
Well, the only
I'll
one who can
just-
talk to them is Remy.
I'll just say to them
Oh. I could
Um,
intimidate. I have
got-
a 6.
that we got sent
I
by
have
the
a 10.
massive capital. Well, we got sent by the people of the big town, and they want to come to some type of agreement within this place. If not, they said they will attack.
Give me a
Good
bluff.
job. Don't say that we're attacking. When we actually are.
Where is in this?
Hey!
If they wish to converse, they can converse.
Just tell them that we were sent to converse for them.
That's why we're here, couple.
What do you want?
They said in exchange, what we're here again for?
You're here for a fire core.
In exchange for a fire car couple, they would leave you lot to peace and mark this area as off ground to anybody around. So you lot will be left in peace for as long as you need.
That is not for us to decide. Fire core is not ours.
Whose is it, couple?
That is not for you to know.
I'm just trying to help you guys, couple. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
You threaten Knock?
No, I'm not here to hurt anybody, Kupo. The big people from the town said they might. I'm just trying to come to agreement where nobody gets threatened. Nobody needs to get hurt. Kupo.
It is not our decision for the core.
Can we go speak to the person whose decision it is?
That is not our decision.
Whose decision is that one, Kupo? Is it Nax?
No, it is the ones of fire.
Any chance any of those are nearby, Kupo?
Not from where you're allowed.
Could you go get one, Kupo?
No.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what to say now. Anyone got any input?
Intimidate.
Yeah, I think good cop has not quite worked out there.
Yep. So now we need bad cop. Oh, sir.
I can't talk to them. I don't know the
Yeah,
language.
none of you can talk to them.
Yeah. Like,
Come on, you must have some sort of intimidation skill. You've got charisma.
I have intimidation skill, but
Oh no, I was
It,
talking
it,
about
doesn't, it doesn't work on creatures who can't understand you.
yeah. Currently, I just hear like a bunch of like. I
No, no,
imagine
no, I
it
was
sounds
just-
like
I was
the
talking
rock
to
sound
Remula
effects from
then,
Korra.
because
Or
obviously Remula can
sorry.
talk to them.
My
But
intimidate.
he is charisma based. So
My
surely-
intimidate is +6. Minus
Yeah, it's the
4.
same as
Because,
mine.
minus 4 because I'm smaller than them.
How?
Exactly.
Yeah, +7 to intimidate, but I can understand them, and they probably can understand me.
I've got a better intimidate, but again, can't understand.
No, I guess we just fight our way through then.
I'm gonna shout out. Do you guys speak common?
They don't respond.
Well, there goes that then.
Yeah, well, is that one behind like a big pile of like... Oh, is that just quite a small pile?
That's a big enough power to give him full cover.
Cool. Same with me then. I'll throw a card at that one and then 5 step back.
Are those spikes on the ground that Remy's between or standing on?
No, the broken
That's a
doors.
broken door.
Okay.
Does it count as difficult terrain?
No.
Good.
Yay!
That card will hit and explode in that creature's back. At which point, everyone can roll initiative. And now I don't need to control any bloody NPCs.
Or any PCs.
That too. One of them got a 0 initiative. Alessia, your turn first.
So Alessia is going to put Fenrir into a blood pact and send him into rage. Once I find there is buffs, rage. There we go. And then Fenrir will charge at this one, which will activate Moonlit Charge.
These don't care. They're elementals.
Smashing. And then he'll go for a nice old chomp. Yuck. Why am I getting such bad rolls today?
That'll hit.
Why am I getting good rolls today?
But that will not trip.
Yeah, it's fine. I can live with that. Alessia will move to here. And
He's
You
got
say he's got-
full cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
full
for that
cover.
one. Go for that one.
I can't reach that one. Alessia will just stay there. She can't do
Also,
anything.
do you only have a fire staff?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Actually, Alessia will ready to attack if like one of these two moves down to here. Like one of them moves into range, she'll shoot a fire staff.
All right, Joseph.
I am going to move up. Oh, hi. To there. And I am going to draw. I believe I'm going to draw the adamantine falcata because Earth and might have DR. So I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to ready attack for anything that gets close to me.
All right. Goes to the mental that Fenrir attacks, who's going to retaliate with a good old double deck punch. And it will hit Fenrir for 16 damage. And one behind this rock pile is going to cast a spell at Fenrir. And that will miss. So I rolled a 3. Oh, sir.
I have a little bit left behind. Here, and there's 4 more friends. Nope. I pressed the wrong button and vanished.
Rip.
Whoops. Thank you. And then I'm gonna move. Full move up here.
Alright. Remila.
So I'll 5 a step back down. And throw a card with that one. Well, throw 2. Where is it? There it is.
Those will both hit. Then go to the elemental up top, who's also going to 5 a step down and cast another spell at Fenrir. What is Fenrir's touch?
Not very high, I'll tell you that. 12.
Alright, he shall hit Fenrir for 17 Earth and Fortitude save. Alright, you
There
are not
you
weighted.
Go on, Fenrir.
Alessia.
If you do a cone attack, does it go on the square that Fenrir is in, or the square in front of him?
It originates from your square.
So it'll hit the square in front of you.
Yeah, so I was like, I could hit these two, but I wouldn't be able to hit the I could either hit one or I could hit 2. Yeah, like that. Ah, God.
So you're only able to hit 1.
No, I could only hit one if I
If
did it
5
anyway.
foot step up, you can hit 2, like diagonally up.
Yeah.
Then you can hit those 2 on the top.
Yeah. Or it might be worth me actually just doing Fenrir's limit break. Because I think it just
On
lets
the
out a
first
roar.
encounter?
Yeah. It's got a second one.
Hmm.
Nah, I'll 5 foot up and do that. Yeah, Fenrir will 5 foot up and should have it in his spells. Yes. Do an icy breath. Nice. That takes 2 of my mana to do.
That takes 2 of your mana.
Yeah, it takes mana out of the avatar. Not out of the avatar, out of the summoner.
Okay.
And Alessia will move down and shoot her staff at the one behind Fenrir.
First guy will fail his save.
Beautiful damage.
The other guy will save for half. And you're shooting one in front of you, are you?
Yes.
That will hit and kill.
Beautiful.
Joseph.
Well, I was gonna go attack that, but I'm gonna go here and then here, and I should be flanking with Osa,
Yes.
and I'm going to attack with my Adamantine Falcata, which is not going to include the +1 or the Earth Materia damage.
You might as well just give me a +1 here.
So it's 19 to hit, and 7 + 8 damage.
Elementals can't be hit by precision.
They have no spine, they're just a pile of rocks.
Okay.
They also can't be flanked.
Oh, they can't? Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah.
But that will hit for 7.
7 damages. And if it had DR, it would go right through it.
The
But if it
elemental
had-
is
that's
going to retaliate by 5 stepping to here. You're not doing your step up?
No, like I am going to. I was going to. I'm just deciding which 5 foot I want to. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to scooch there.
Alright. He won't do what he was doing originally, instead hit you. Ooh. And he will hit you for 10 damage, one of it being Earth.
Oh man, I forgot. I was going to switch my elemental, my materia from my. It's going to switch them around. Oh well.
And go to Osa.
I'm a 5 foot step up. And I'll rage as well. Why not? And I'll full attack with my weapon.
All of those will miss.
Yeah.
Remy.
I'll move to there. And attack that one.
Which one, sorry?
Straightforward.
Straightforward, okay. That will hit.
I apologize. I actually need to add 2 damage to that because I forgot I had him marked.
Alright.
What about one of your stats effects? Or is that only if you...
It's only if you get sneak attack.
Alright.
Go to the elemental next to you, who is going to
I have
5
minus
step to here.
I cannot do that again, so he gets away with it.
And it's going to cast a spell on you. And hit you for 17 earth, and you make a fortitude save.
Yowza. Nope.
You are weighted down by rocks.
And that was 17 damage?
Yes. Alessia.
Lesia is gonna move to here.
Yeah.
All the
She's not.
arrows.
She's gonna move to there. So she has no cover on the one right there, and we'll shoot her fire stuff.
Which one?
That one.
Okay. That'll hit.
Still up.
Yep.
Fenrir will 5 foot up and attack that one then. Ooh. That's better.
That'll hit. And that will trip.
Beautiful.
Joseph.
I'm going to... I can't 5-foot step, can I?
You can.
No,
I
his step
can't.
up stops him, doesn't it?
Weighted means your movement speed is reduced by 5 and you cannot run or charge.
Yeah, but doesn't your
Oh,
step up take your 5 step action? Or is it just reduce your speed?
Yeah, I'm just gonna step there, even though I'm not gonna get much benefit from it. I'm doing it to keep him from getting away, basically. And I will make an attack. So let's do it the right way. That one. -1 to attack and -1 to damage. But I don't think that hits.
That will miss.
Yeah.
How long is your mark for again? Is it just till they die?
It's
Yeah.
pretty sure.
You keep the mark
Until
on him
I-
as a free action.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I-
guessing
Step up.
It's continuous. It's like I think it's
Step
not
up is your
basically-
5 foot step.
Yeah, you can't 5 step after stepping up. Fair enough.
Yeah. If you take this step, you cannot take a 5 foot step during your next turn.
Oh well. I mean, I guess I would have provoked an attack of opportunity then, because I still would have moved there.
Alright. It doesn't matter because he missed.
Okay.
He is going to 5 step to there and try to attack you again. And also miss. Also.
Any
5
chance you
foot
could go
step
there
up.
instead, please?
Yeah, but it's easier because if I miss and he keeps backing up, I can just 5 foot step behind him. Let's try attacking him again. Those were better rolls.
First one will hit, and the first one will kill.
Okay then. Yes, that's me done.
Remy.
Full attack the one on the floor, but Are you alright there, buddy?
First one will miss. Second one will hit. I don't even know who's making the noise.
I thought it was you.
No?
I
I think
thought it was you.
I yawned, so it might have been me.
I'm just very sad that you're killing my monsters. This
Try
guy...
talking to him.
You didn't talk well enough.
What the hell am I supposed to say?
but
Oh, also my
tried.
child is being a little bit. He's not feeling super great right now, so he might
He's
have
going
been
to
noise.
try and cast a spell defensively. And he actually succeeded.
Yeah, even versus 2 opponents.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually got just on the cusp of the concentration check with an additional target. Though he missed because he rolled a 4. So that turn was wasted. And he's just going to stay on the floor because he gets more AC, and if he stands up, he's going to die. Alicia.
Unless you're 5 foot up and attack with her fire staff. Yikes.
Yeah, that'll be a big old no.
Fenrir will just try to have a chomp then instead. That's a bit better.
And that'll hit, and that'll kill.
Beautiful. So, Fenrir, Joseph, want some healing?
Yes, please.
I'll do this spell once. Yonk. There you go, you heal for 19. And then... if I can find
I'm
it.
only
Don't use
8
it.
down. I don't really need much more right now.
I'll just use a healing belt. That's what I use it now. I'm not going to use it in a fight.
Alright. Use it on Joseph first.
There you go. There you go, Joseph. And then that's for Ren.
I'm at full.
That's for Fenrir. Yeah, I'll just
Plus
give him it.
6.
Just give him it again, because why not? There you go.
Plus 5.
Right, no more
Beautiful.
healing belt.
He's only 3, so that's fine. He'll also come out of his blood pack.
Don't know why I stepped up. I really didn't need to. It's favorite range.
Just want to be really close. Remember MXP.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Fenrir is fatigued for 1 minute.
Well, Jeff's is going to be covered in rocks for like 36 seconds, so.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're just going to check all these charcoal bodies, but I doubt there's anything.
For those charcoal bodies, they are exactly as you say. They don't have anything worthwhile on them.
Oh.
Doesn't mean all bodies are worthless, just those in particular ones are charred, so.
Right. It is 7 o'clock and I've got to go. Because I gotta see Chloe.
You don't have to.
No, I mean I do. Dinner's gonna be ready soon.
But you didn't go ready. You've got pizza.
That's not for me, that's for my brother and dad.
So why did you have to go get it?
Yeah.
Because he's not home. He's being old man playing bowls.
Okay.
Why the hell you got the pizza already?
He'll be back now, probably.
Okay, I was gonna run a bit later, but if you gotta go, we can end here.
Yeah, I probably gotta go take care of my child, so.
Alright, I'll see you all next month.
Yeah, another month
See
of
you in 3
waiting.
weeks.
God damn.
I'm
So,
just gonna say it now, guys, so I don't forget in 3 weeks that I'm gonna swap my materia around. Put ice materia
Yeah.
on my axe and gear materia on my armor.
And I'm probably gonna. I'm going to switch my earth materia to my armor.
As long as your armor's +1.
Yes, it is.
by the time we finish this cave, there's a high chance I'm going to have a level 4 materia.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, my
Oh,
material is already level 3.
That's what I mean. So is mine, but it's like it's not far from level 4.
Yeah.
I need to remind myself to.
That's what it's on right now.
Nice. Mine's on that.
I need to remind myself to do my MXP, but I'm gonna do it a little bit later because
Right. I will see you all
I need to go.
in 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks or whenever we actually get together again.
So glad I've got more campaigns going on.
Nah.
Mm.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah.
Bye bye.